Here we go. Welcome back to another live stream. Play by play with the hockey coach Guru called FRENCHY for the Hockey Nation live show. Tonight we are in Chicago Blackhawks rink because we open up tonight the Washington Capitals play in Chicago Blackhawks. We're going to go with the first game tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We welcome each one of you. Thanks to join us tonight. Of course, the Capitals, one of the best teams on the Metropolitan Division, and they are 17-5-6. Samsonov is going to be between the pipe, and for the Chicago Blackhawks, we have the veteran Marc-Andre Fleury with 500 W. The last game he played against Montreal Canadiens last week. Chicago is 10-15-2 at that moment. A team right now. They are getting a little bit better since Derek King is between the pipes, between the bench. I'm sorry. And for the Capitals, they continue, doing well since the beginning of the season. Ovechkin have 44 points so far since the beginning. And of course, tonight they welcome back the number 19, Nicklas Backstrom is going to play tonight his first game of the season with the Capitals. Obviously, they lost also their number 92, Kastnegov, is going to be out because of protocol COVID-19. Another one on the long list of NHL around. I have so many news around the NHL today, guys. There's so many situations with the COVID-19 affect many teams. The last one is the Florida Panthers. Lost 4 players tonight. What we heard during the day, we got also Nashville. More players from Calgary. At that moment, they're going to push back their game until next week. And you can see around Boston, they have Marchand, Bergeron, Key. On the flip side, they don't have COVID, but they have a lot of injuries. The Montreal Canadiens lost today. Josh Anderson for minimum 6 week minimum. And then Christian Dvorak is going to be out for, we don't know how many months he's going to be out. So this is not a good news for the Montreal Canadiens. And that's the reality affect right now this season, the Montreal. So first of all, we welcome everybody. Why not welcome Mr. Russ Stubbington in the house tonight. What about Mr. Eagle Frank Sport Herb Friend, directly from Tampa, the number one live streamer of the hockey, football, baseball, you name the basketball, and any sport. He does a lot of live stream. You can follow him, Eagle Frank Sport. Welcome aboard tonight. What about Mr. Baba Loner? Welcome, Mr. Baba, tonight. Thanks for joining us tonight. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be great. That we're helping us. Absfen, salut, comment ça va, mon homme? Allez, très, très bien, mon Absfen. Thank you so much, Baba and Absfen in the house tonight. Chicago's doing well at home recently, honestly, and Washington tried to keep, stay in the race of the Metropolitan at that moment with the Carolina. Of course, they are in the New York Rangers, where the Rangers play tonight in Arizona. The game will be started at 9 o'clock, I believe. And then at 10 o'clock tonight, the Seattle Kraken play a second game back-to-back, and they are at the Anaheim Ducks. I like Fleury on this match. Yes, it will be interesting what Fleury can do tonight. And Chicago, they're looking always better. Eagle, the Hawks, compare on the road. C'est quoi la prédiction? Washington 4 and Chicago 3 tonight. I think Washington have a little bit a notch tonight, but when you have Patrick Kane, Jonathan Taze, and defenseman Zeb Jones, everything could happen on Chicago. Kurashev, Kubalik over there. What about DeBrincat for them? And they have the veteran defenseman Murphy, McCabe for the Chicago. On the flip side, Washington is the deep, right? You have Oshie, you have Heller, and they have Tom Wilson now have an amazing, great year so far this season. At the defense, they have Jensen, they have Olaf, Ferrari, and they continue to perform over there for the Washington. So, look, it's a great match between both goaltenders, Samsonov versus Fleury. Will be interesting to see what's going to happen. Abs fan said, moi, je dis Washington 3 and the Chicago 2. It'll be interesting to see that. I believe Eagle fan, that's the last game of the evening between the Seattle and, of course, the Anaheim Ducks, where I believe Ducks, great year so far with Troy Terry. And what about the rookie Trevor Zegras? Otherwise, everything looking good. We thanks each one of you tonight. I know it's going to be in the last minute. I don't expect too many people, but the fact that we show up, that's the most important things about this. Go, is Nick Backstrom playing tonight? Yes, sir, Baba. Nick is back in the lineup for the first time this season. He's about 20-point guy shy of to reach another milestone during his career. 1,000 milestone, 1,000 point. So I think that's great to see this with Nicklas. I believe, Ovechkin got 44 points without his best center. I think it was an accomplishment for OV. But with Backstrom, that will be interesting. Coach, you will get plenty of people. I'm making a post now. Thank you, Eagle. Don't worry. It's about not the people. Sometimes it's about the quality of people like you and others in that chat. And that's the most important thing for me. If Wilson can check his temperature, he is an effective player. Ross, yes, I agree with you. Is a really maybe one of the best power forward in NHL, I believe. Ross, I still believe Ross can be a make big friend for Wilson in the lineup for the Washington Capitals. Mr. Steve G back in the house. Cheer. Steve is another great person, supporter of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Show up a lot of time here, the morning, afternoon, or the night. We always be grateful and thankful having Steve with us. And we just want to say to you, Steve, thanks again. And hopefully, Colorado is going to be strong for the next game tomorrow. I believe they play. What about Mr. Dan Asham back in the house tonight? We miss you, buddy.
You are awesome.
Say hi, Dan, to Colette from the Hockey National Show. And don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be great. We are right now waiting for the beginning of the game. They have a special presentation before the game, the 500 W by the goaltender, Marc-Andre Fleury. So that's the reason why the game is a bit behind. And when the game is going to start the streaming, we're going to start the play-by-play. So that's what's happening. Again, we are in Chicago tonight at the United Center. And the Washington Capitals, Marc-Andre Fleury is going to play tonight for them as a defenseman, make an impact with the team so far. I'm here every night. Thank you, my Dan. We appreciate it. BC and the house. Pensez que Paul va se rendre à 500 victoires, Ab? Yes, I think so too. It's just a little bit more patient. It would depend on his health. That's the biggest problem or the other fact. And maybe also the fact maybe make a new team at some point. If he get traded with a better team, there will be something to follow up about this. But I would not be surprised one day he get this price, get that one over there. Hopefully, BC, you're doing well, my friend. We have to wait a little bit before the game starts, so we have a little bit wait for the beginning. Carey Price, guys, remember, he has like 360, so he's about 140 W. If you get about 25, 30 W per game, that gave him about 4 seasons. He's still 34, 35, so I think you have the time to do it. Let's try to get 50 likes tonight. That'd be awesome. Then I'm not sure that will happen, but at the end of the day, we'll see what we can do. So we're going to have another, the game start late, 8:13. The game is not start yet, but we'll see. So Price, like I mentioned, 360 W so far. He showed that back. He scored 9-5-1 back in the house directly from Alberta. A couple of night boring for Mr. 951. His team, Minnesota Wild, did not play yesterday, canceled the game by the Carolina Hurricane. We'll be interesting now what they're going to do about the next game for Minnesota Wild. By the way, we wish happy birthday, Mr. 951. We wish you a great day. I know you still have a couple more hours to celebrate your birthday, but we want you to recognize it's your birthday, and congratulations about that day. December 15, 2021, 951 birthday today. Thank you, Mr. Eagle. Hopefully, Mr. Eagle doing well. Yep, it's just another day. Yeah, I know that feeling. When we get too many candles on the cake, it's just become another day. 951. I expect a good game tonight, guys. Here we go, Ross. Thank you so much. Appreciate that for a wish. Happy birthday to Mr. 951. Here we go. All the presentation, guys. The Marc-Andre Fleury right there. They waiting right now to remove all those stuff outside their eyes before we start. Backstrom just congrats Marc-Andre Fleury. Francis just tired from work. Hello, Joseph Laham. Mr. Laham back in the house tonight directly from Houston, Texas. What about Mr. Francois Pitre? Let's go, Hawks. We need ab supremacy, rock bottom. Samsonov, 11-2-1, 2.47 at 0.915. Fleury, 8-10-0, 2.79, 1.913 for Fleury. So it'll be interesting, the matchup between Evan, Brad, Frenchy, and that house. Frenchy and the house. Thank you, Brad, to join us tonight. Francois, don't forget to, if you want to give me your score, you can give it to me right now for the night, so we can put this right there. Here we go, down the passing. I don't know what's going on. You have a Hicks on the on the ice. Anyway, the puck go recovered by Washington Capitals behind the net. The puck go around the net for Archie. Archie kick the puck to Backstrom. The puck go to under the side, chasing the puck around. But finally, the Washington Capitals recover the puck and they get regrouped. And they try to get a puck deep behind the goaltender, Fleury. First one to get there is Murphy. Murphy, reverse to McCabe. McCabe tried to get a puck outside the zone. Finally, success right there. And the first one to get there is the Chicago Blackhawks. They reset now. The Washington pick it up right there. Turn around left and right. And Jensen down the puck behind Fleury. And recovery went out by Zed John. Zed John play his first shift of the night for Chicago. They are getting the zone. Turn around the puck, honestly, on the neutral zone. Down the puck behind Samsonov. And Orlov is going to pick it up the puck. I'm down here, Corpus Christi, visiting my family today. Wow. Corpus Christi. The St. Padre Island. That's another story. Port Arthur, I believe. Is it Port Arthur beside Corpus Christi? Anyway. It's Ovechkin shoot the puck, the first shot of the night. Fleury make a stop with the stomach. Turn around, pan out by Chicago. Taze on the back door. Try to get a pass and stop by the Washington. Now we have recovery right now by Schultz. Justin Schultz coming to the puck right now. Down the puck behind Fleury. Continuous is raised to pick up the puck. The first one, the Chicago, a turnover. And now Washington tried to shoot the puck, and Fleury, defenseman, stop the puck, and they recover the puck right there at that moment. They go DDD, and they reset. Good evening, Mr. Run with Kings 20. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. And now Washington will pick up the puck right now with 17:58 seconds to go. And that first period, the puck recovery by the defenseman by Washington. Drop the puck behind the net. And Washington control the puck. Rim the puck all the way to blue back at the blue. Overload the puck. Cycling the puck. Finally stopped by Fleury. Barely. And now the puck go back by Chicago. Chicago's coming down offside the blue line. It was easy to call it. Chicago players forgot to stop at the blue line. You have a blue line, buddy. It's offside. How you doing, Mr. Ron Quinn? Mr. The Kings in the house tonight. 17:39 to go at the first period. And we go. We are reset now. Chicago winning face. Washington winning face up. Ovechkin passed the puck. Not Ovechkin, but Oshie passed the puck to, I don't know who he was, this one for Washington. Sometimes we don't know all the number. We apologize. I'm not at the top of the ceiling to see all the players on the ice. 4-2 Washington, 3-0 Rangers, and 3-2 Ducks. Francois, it's going to be set up properly here. I'm going to save it, and we're going to do it for you later. I'm doing all right. How are you going, Coach? I'm fantastic. Here we go. Seth John with the puck right now. Give the puck on the left side to Kubelik. Go back behind the net. Chasing by Jensen. Battle around the board. Finally, the winner of the puck is Washington. Drop the puck. Basketball. I have sight right there at that moment. You have to reset. Too far from Les Aller. Past the puck before they cross the blue line. I'm hoping this first break will get our injury burden back in the defense. That'll be important. Brandon coming back. Hi, Eagle. Hi, everyone. Francois Pitre and the house tonight. Here we go. The puck is dropping. Drop and they'll go behind the net after Fleury. Washington keep the puck around the board. Try to get, but obviously the puck will be outside by Les Aller. And the Washington regroup and try to get a kick out the puck in the middle of the ice and no chance. And Chicago not chance also turn around and they are reset. Zed Jones try to set up the breakout. Zed Jones go DDD and they're looking for see what's going happening. I rough night just crawl out of the bed. Jeff Chapman, welcome aboard directly from Australia, guys. Welcome everybody. Jeff Chapman, always here to say hi to everybody. Don't forget to click on the likes. Baba Loner, Coach, Ontario announced today 50% capacity in arena. Should Quebec do the same to keep abs fans safe? I don't know. Usually one province do this, another province copy. Would be interesting. I would not be surprised this would happen, Baba. Montreal play tomorrow night, and again, Philadelphia. And tomorrow, Saturday, Boston. So maybe they will wait until Saturday. First penalty of the night, guys, is going to go to Ovechkin. So power play for Chicago. Let's go, Ox. Johnny Udi, 93. Welcome aboard. Thanks. Here we go. Chicago pick up the power play right now. DeBrincat looking. Check on the left side. Try to get Kane. Kane lose the puck. Recovery by Washington. Washington try to get the puck outside the zone. And finally, they did it. And Washington down the puck behind Fleury. Chasing the puck right away by Washington. First one to get there behind. And now we try to turn around the face-off. The breakout power play for Chicago. We know Taze with the puck. Drop the puck back, and now Kane's coming with the puck at the neutral zone. Drop the puck right there. Turn around the puck to John. John to Taze. Taze went out the back door. Those missed the puck, but recovery by DeBrincat to Kane. Intercept, and Chicago missed the net. A great shot by Taze. The puck go to John. John to DeBrincat. DeBrincat shoot the puck. Stopped by the defenseman. Washington. The puck recovery by John. John back to DeBrincat. DeBrincat keep it. Looking. Watching. Turn around. Pass the pass to Kane. Kane skate with puck around. He's go behind the net. Looking back now. Go on the side to Taze. Taze now. Mutation by the players from Kane with Taze. Taze Kane back on his side. Kane with the puck. Looking. Try to get a John. Lose the puck. We got it by Taze. The back door. DeBrincat missed a one-timer shot and the empty net. Great play by Taze, but DeBrincat cannot miss the puck in the net. Kane to John. John to get to Kane. Kane to DeBrincat. DeBrincat's coming down from the net. Stopped by the defenseman. Washington down the puck with 30 seconds remaining at the first penalty of the evening. But DeBrincat set up the puck right there on the zone, offensive zone. But Jensen pushed the puck outside the zone. Recovery by Chicago with 20 seconds to go at the remaining at the penalty. Now they are coming one more push. Kirby Dach shoot the puck is going to be stopped. And they have a whistle at that moment. Let's go, Ox. Johnny, welcome aboard, Johnny. Jefferson Rudy for the Oxen. What about Hallie Saint-Martin? Welcome aboard, Hallie Saint-Martin. Brandon, New York Rangers and the house. Thank you so much, Mr. Rangers. I love the New York Rangers, guys. It's a great team. Thank you so much, Eagle, to remind everybody to click on the like and to subscribe to the show. Thanks again, Mr. Face off on the left side of Samsonov, winning by Washington. Washington rim the puck all around the board. No chance for Stillman to stop the puck at the blue line. The puck will be all the way on the defensive side of Chicago. And they point the puck. Kubelik without. Kubelik try to get a pass in front of the net. No chance that the puck go or recovery by Washington. Long stretch pass went out. Ovechkin a breakaway for the puck. Fleury will make a save with the puck. Stop behind Fleury. Great opportunity for Alexei Ovechkin, but cannot score. The puck ran the puck and now behind Fleury. We have to reset the puck, go all the way outside the zone, and the puck, I believe, go to Jensen, and now go to reset by the Washington Capitals. Penalty is over. We play an even strength at 5 versus 5. 13 minutes to go, 20 seconds to go at the first period. Puck go back to Ovechkin. I believe Ovechkin tried to get a puck to Backstrom. Ovechkin ran the puck around the board. They both all the way by Jensen. I believe Jensen right now at the bottom of the blue line, behind the goal line with Backstrom. But first one to get out the puck is Chicago. Chicago's coming down with a 4 versus 3. Chicago down the puck, kick out the puck on the left side. Chicago on the back door. Oh, great opportunity, but missed the pass right there. Washington down the puck outside the zone to reset. Changing the line, and Chicago went out trying maybe advantage for that one. The puck go behind Chicago, Washington, Samsonov. First one to get there is the defensive of Washington. They lose the puck, and they have to reset. They go all the way up past the puck to either way, I believe. Or the puck go outside the zone by Washington. Jeff Jones return the puck in the neutral zone. Puck go on the side to Chicago. Chicago keep the puck right there in front of the ref. Ref said, "Hey guys, stop! I'm here." And then everybody stopped to play, because the referee was right there. The puck going up at Washington. Washington inside in the neutral zone. Back to back on the offensive side. Recovery by Chicago. Great play right there by O'Connelly. Now the puck go in front of net, in front of Fleury. Finally recovery by the Chicago Blackhawks. They are coming. Connelly passed the puck on the left side. A great pass to Zed Jones. Jones all the way behind the goaltender. Zed Jones going to be back on his position. Finally lose the puck and recovery by Washington. Washington bring the puck all the way out in the neutral zone. We have battle for the puck between Jones and I'm not remember who it was, but the puck go behind the net, and now they are cycling Washington behind the goaltending of Fleury. The puck go back at the blue line. Another backhand pass, and the puck stop at the corner. Everybody look for the puck. So what's the puck? Puck is right here beside you, buddy. Beside you skate. Can you see it? Oh, I got it, buddy. And now Zed Jones lound the puck all the way outside the zone. Great pass of Zed Jones. The puck go all the way down to a defensive side of the Washington Capitals. Good evening, Super Drew 93932 in the house. What about Johnny Golden? Awesome, Johnny. Washington set up right now. Try to get a long stretch pass for that breakaway. No chance. To stop at the blue line by Riley Stidman. Stidman on backhand. Ready the puck to the underside. Too far away from defensive. By recovery by the Chicago. Chicago's coming down. He's by himself. Try to get it back. Here you go. Ready for the Samson now. Now he shoot the puck. Then there's save of the Samson off. And for the Chicago. This is the first opportunity for Chicago so far. Since the beginning of the game. A great play by Samson off. After he lose maybe balance recovery to stop the puck with the right pad. And it was a great opportunity for Chicago, maybe the best of the night before the DeBrincat missed an opportunity to score an empty net on the one-timer power play. But unfortunately, he missed the puck. The puck right now is on neutral zone between Chicago and Washington. A battle between the both 8, Ovechkin and Kubelik. Unfortunately, the puck have a face-off at the neutral zone. They have to reset there. Game really a little bit very fast so far, to be honest with you. We have a couple of opportunities more for the Chicago recently. Let's checking about what we have here. I will check for you guys. We have 5 shots for Washington and 2 for the Chicago Blackhawks. So let's set up the update or shots at that moment. If you want to talk about anything, guys, you're welcome to talk about anything, any question. I will answer you guys between the face-off. We are now at TV timeout, the first one of the evening. The game started a little bit late, guys, because of the ceremony by the Chicago Blackhawks to celebrate the 500W by Marc-Andre Fleury last week. An Arizona win would be nice, Johnny said, helping Montreal. Runs to what? Wow. Wow. We have Mac Desjardins also in the house tonight. I see Ovechkin beat 99 in 2 years. Is a great two-player with grit. Mac, I think 3 years, late 3 years, not 2 years. It's too hard, Mark, to reach. You have too many goals behind to reach Wayne Gretzky. But 2 years, 3 years. Now, if you talk about this year, next year, after that, it could happen. Runs to work. Really stable, Russ. I think he's a little bit underrated. He was behind Dylan and Schultz last season. He picked it up. Now he show his consistency play in NHL. Russ now, Nick Jensen. He's a home defenseman. He can bring some offensive at the same time at some point. So I really like Nick Jensen. I think for defenseman number 4 and 5 of the team, I think he's a solid defenseman. Ransford guy was the one who was here a long time ago. At the beginning of the Hockey National show, maybe 2-3 months after we show up, Ransford was a member, a supporter of the Hockey National show. Glad to see him tonight. Long time, Ryan. Hopefully, Ryan, your health is doing well and your family, you're doing good also. So thanks to stop by to say hi, Mr. Ryan. Paul Arthur is over 200 miles for a couple of skins. Not Paul Arthur. It's what is beside Parkland, no? No. Portland. Sorry about Port Arthur. I was wrong. I just go the island over there, Saint Patrick. Have you heard anything about Norlander? Yeah, no. And it's funny, Johnny, because I'm listening all the press conference on Montreal. Nobody asked question about Norlander. And I feel like he's still à Laval at that moment. And they don't want to question them about this. Washington right now with double backdoor. A swing and the one strike for Oshie. On the swing, the puck go back to Jensen. Jensen looking. Jensen keep it. Jensen turn around. Jensen with the puck back all the way to the top. When Ovechkin Orlov shoot the puck. Stop by the defense. Oshie take a rebound. No chance for this one. The puck go to other side. And we have 5 versus 5. And now Washington control the puck on the defensive side of Chicago. But finally, Chicago removed the puck outside the zone with a lob all the way. Recovered by Jensen. Washington are not impressive. Allowed François Pitre. With all the injuries in the beginning of the year by the big piece of puzzle like, Backstrom, Oshie. You have also Eller. You have, I missed one. Kostenov sometime. Samsonov was not there at the beginning of the year. For me, they did very well to keep that team in the race for the top number 1 team in the Metropolitan Division at that moment. Oh, yeah, Portland. Here we go. That's close to Costa. Yeah, just a little bit north, Joseph or Portland, and the San Padre. Oh, they are coming from Mexico. That's another story, Joseph. I can tell you one more time. At San Padre Island. That's why I learned my Spanish over there, Joseph. Et le gros Manta, here we go, François. Bien, merci de me faire rappeler. Manta is out yet for a shoulder surgery. About that, Baba, you're absolutely right. Kubalik have a difficult time. Kurashev have a difficult time. Kurashev went to Rockford, an American Hockey League, for a couple of days, a couple of games to play down, and they come back right now. You're absolutely right about that, Baba. And François, I apologize forgot Anthony Manta out in the beginning of the year. About Merry Christmas to Mr. Rory McNeely back in the house. Guys, don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. That'd be great if you can do that. We appreciate a lot. The shot are 6-3 for Washington at that moment. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic, Rory. What about you, my friend? One of the best friend now with the Hockey National Show. Really appreciate it. Thankful, Mr. Rory, to join us all the time, and we are really thankful also about that. Go Caps! Here we go. Now is what Washington tonight. Chicago have one power play so far. They miss it. I'm doing great. Awesome. We are waiting right now for the puck drop. It's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone, I believe. And everybody know. On the left side of Samsonov, a shot by Chicago, stopped by the forward of Washington. Puck stay in the zone. On the back door, Grain for that. Great stick by the Chicago. Keep that puck back. DeBrincat missed a shot. The recovery by the defenseman. But great stick by Chicago right now. The puck tried to get outside the zone. Stop at the corner. Now the battle by Chicago. Kane cannot put the stick on the puck. The puck turn around to Kane. Kane go back to DVR. The puck go back, turn around by John. John lose, drop the puck to DeBrincat. DeBrincat to John. John's coming down. John shoot the puck. This is now make a stop with the blocker. Washington tried to get the puck outside the zone. Finally turn around, and finally it was successful. The puck go all the way down by recovery by the defenseman. I'm doing great. Well, I like the Capitals, but they are not my favorite team in the NHL. Yes, I know. You talk about the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche, Nathan McKinnon. Here we go. The puck right now remained by Chicago on the offensive side. Recovery by Carpenter. Carpenter's right the puck all the way up. McCabe, I believe, and the puck recovery by Washington. Washington is coming now. They are coming all around there. Shoot the puck. Saved by Nick. And the rebound go over the head of Fleury. Great shot by the Washington, but no chance to put the puck behind Fleury. They don't dumping the puck went out by Chicago behind the defenseman. Washington win the race of the puck, and they retrieve a long stretch pass to the right side to Chicago, a little bit too far, and try to recover it by Chicago, put upside the house. Nathan in the house. Sorry, Nicolas. We have a penalty at that moment again. That should be a good defensive game. Eagle, I think so too. I agree with you about that. If you guys are new sub to Hockey National Show, hit the bell Insider or YouTube. Thank you so much, Eagle. Appreciate that. Hopefully, Nathan have an amazing, great week so far. And Nicolas de go beat Bono in the house. Second power play guy for the Chicago tonight. Penalty to Washington for holding. And they have to go right now. And Taze at the face-off. Winning by Chicago, but stop at the blue line by Jones. Pressure by Washington right now. Washington dropped the puck outside by Jensen, and finally Jones could not stop it. Puck go to Fleury to Jones. And Jones dropped the puck to DeBrincat. DeBrincat set up. DeBrincat went out, passed the puck to Taze. Taze went out, draw, keep the puck with him, kick out the puck to Kane, but Washington stopped the puck, and he go icing for the second time. Hello, Stella. Stella in the house. Non, Nicolas. Ils peuvent pas faire ça. Mais ils pourraient arrêter pour une semaine ou deux, là. Mais je vois, ils pourront pas faire ça comme ça, malheureusement, à cause de la cédule. Possible a breakaway par Chicago et par Washington right now. Philipp Fleury on the back door. Saved by Marc-Andre Fleury on breakaway. Great opportunity for the Washington, but Fleury step out again now. The puck go all the way to DeBrincat. DeBrincat ran the puck all around behind the net. The recovery by Kane. Kane bring the puck all the way to the blue line at the defenseman. Kane with the puck now. They turn around, bring the puck in the corner by Taze. Taze with the puck, chasing by Washington behind the net. The DeBrincat tried to keep the puck, and finally Washington down the puck with 36 seconds to go remaining on the power play. 5:43 to go at the first period. Montreal going to lose, Nathan, but maybe only tomorrow. But si ça trouve, va bientôt revirer le printemps mais avec Omega. On va voir, Nicolas, qu'est-ce que ça va donner. C'est sûr qu'il y a beaucoup de codes pour l'instant, mais on n'a rien entendu par la Ligue nationale pour dire qu'ils vont tout arrêter les activités autre que remettre des parties. Fleury make a big save right now at the end of the penalty for Washington. Jensen with the puck. Try to pass at the back door. Recovery by Kubelik. Kubelik keep the puck, went out to Dach. Dach to Kubelik. Kubelik's coming to the blue line. And then turn zone. Turn around. Stop at the blue line by Washington. turn around, and the puck go very good by the Capitals. Capitals use the puck now by the number 10. Number 10 is coming now for Washington. Shoot the puck. Fleury make a save. Rebound. Kirby Dach is the first one to get the puck. Kirby Dach. Long stretch pass right now. And from the players from Chicago, I think the ref called at 4:44 to go. It's okay, Rory. For the nouvelle, who is having a scanner. Rory is from Denver. Yes, sir. On va voir Nicolas, mais je vois pas aucun changement pour l'instant. Who is your favorite team in NHL? Montreal Canadiens. If you talk to me, maybe someone else. Ten shots so far by for the Caps. No power play. Only 5 versus 5 at that moment. Fleury looked good. The Hawks going to have something good for him. I agree with you about this, Francois. No, I'm talking to Nathan. Not problem. Eagle, thank you so much. Eagle again. A goal reset by Washington Capitals. And the neutral zone, it passed the puck to the left side. I'll be honest with you guys. Washington have had 2 good chances to score. Chicago, maybe 2 more. And that's pretty much what we have so far at the beginning of the game between Washington and Chicago with 4 minutes to go. I know you're for your team coach. Thank you so much. The puck go behind the net now. McCabe with the puck, losing the puck. Recovery by the Washington Capitals. Backstrom, Ovechkin together tonight. The puck go outside the zone by the Chicago Blackhawks and go all the way down right there by Carpenter. Carpenter keep the puck, bring the puck to the blue line. Washington makes some pressure right there. The puck turn around, winning by the Chicago Blackhawks behind the net. Bring the puck to under the side, chasing the puck. Finally, Washington down the puck outside the zone. Ovechkin said, that's enough. I'm going home. I'm at the bench. Stillman, shoot the puck. Save by Samsonov. He's going to call for cover the puck with the glove. He's going to stop and make a sit. How about that? TV timeout. We have a TV timeout. Who guessed that is there people who have been subbed for you a while? Coach, I still don't understand why Pittsburgh left Fleury unprepared to keep Murray. That time, Baba, Murray, he was doing well. He was the one pick up the job, still the job to Fleury to win the Stanley Cup. Fleury, at that moment, the salary cap starting to be a little bit hard for Pittsburgh. So they have to open up more money. And Murray, at that moment, he was not much money. It was $3 million, $4 million. So it was more accessible for them to keep him, to keep Murray versus Fleury. And unfortunately, they did not turn around. During that time, Tristan Jarry was getting better in the American Hockey League, pick up the second backup, Goaltender number 2. Jarry get the number 1, and then they trade Murray to Ottawa after that. And Fleury, during that time, doing very well in Vegas. And that's how it's happening. Try to explain the best way for you to understand the situation with Fleury at Pittsburgh. Who guessed that it was the people who have been subbed to you for a while? Of course, Rory did it. My first sketch is canceled because 2 people was buying the sketch, so they gave to the person they buy it first. Oh, I see. I can tell why you did a threat for the Boston Bruins. Because the Montreal Canadiens, the Boston Bruins have the greatest reality in the NHL. I agree with you about that. We don't like the Bruins. Just kidding. But, maybe not. And 15 minutes, the second game of the night was going to start. Back winning by the Washington Capitals right now. And they're going to go all the way on the defensive side to reset. And they prepare now to break out. And here we go. Break out the middle of the ice. Dumping the puck on the left side. Chasing one out by the defensive of Carlson. John Carlson dropped the puck right there to Adrian lose the puck. Puck recovery by Samsonov behind the net. Carlson, long stretch pass outside the zone. It was zone. Washington down the puck behind Fleury. Chasing the puck right now. The first one to get there is John John tried to keep the puck for himself. Great play by Seth John. Great pass to other side, opposite side. Chicago's coming down. Great recovery by John Carlson. Rim the puck again. And the Washington going to set up right now. And they are coming down for offensive side. Washington drove the puck. Stopped by the defensive by the Murphy or McCabe. It was McCabe. The puck go back to Kubalik. Kubalik regroup the puck, bring the puck out the defensive of the Chicago. They reset go D2D, and they reset the breakout. And now the puck go back on the middle of the ice and turn around by Chicago. Chicago down the puck behind Samsonov. Kubalik have the puck behind the net, drop the puck behind everything. Cycling went out with 2 players in the Chicago. Puck go all the way down, pinching by the defenseman Chicago, but no success to get a puck. Long stretch pass to the neutral zone. Possible breakaway by Washington. And stop by Fleury. No control. It's done around. Chicago, Washington shoot the puck and stop again by Fleury with the blocker. And Chicago pick up the puck right there. All love missing the possibility at that moment, but great chance for Washington. This was the 3rd time of the game. This happening for the Washington tonight against Fleury. Fleury solid in front of the net for Washington. Jeff, I hit Boston from my lead perspective. Good, we see that. Samsonov right now, the puck in front of him. No chance for Kirby Dach to recover the puck, but the puck go to under the side. Washington try to get the puck outside the zone, turn around in front of the net, and finally Washington lob the puck outside, and Patrick Kane pick it up, the puck, and they are coming down. Kane went out to the blue line, kick out the puck on the DeBrincat. DeBrincat on the back end, turn around in front of the net. Kane makes it in the back there. Oh, great opportunity between Kane and DeBrincat, but no finish at the end. Ovechkin went out, try to get the puck inside the zone. Ovechkin the back ends. Great save by Fleury. Ovechkin lose the puck, guys, and the puck come back to his stick. He have to use his back ends to shoot the puck. Not really with power, but Fleury have to make anyway the save with the blocker. We are right now at the last of 1 minute of the period right now. A really fast period, guys, after the game start very late. Now the puck go back to DDD for Chicago. They reset the break out. I don't struggle, but just like them. Here we go. The puck now go all the way behind Fleury. First one to get out is John. John rim the puck all the way down to opposite side. And now the battle is winning by Washington. Washington D2D right there. John Carlson shoot the puck. Did not reach Fleury, unfortunately. And the puck gets stay in the zone by pinching by Carlson. They have a mutilation between the D and the winger, but unfortunately the puck go outside the zone. We have a 7 second at the end of the period, guys. And on that one, after, guys, 20 minutes, the score is scoreless, 0-0 between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Washington Capitals. The shot are 13 Washington, guys, and 6 by the Chicago Blackhawks. That finished the first period of between both teams. We're going to go at TV timeout for about 17 minutes, 18 minutes, and then we'll be sure they will be back and restart this period. But net domination overall by Washington. And Fleury was solid between the pipe on that moment during the first 20 minutes. Jeff, I know what I cannot help it. Back in the day, I like Bobby Orr and Phil Esposito. I really like the Toronto Maple Leafs. Rory said Fleury stopping everything like a boss. I agree with you, Francois. Fleury is solid in front of the net so far right now. I feel bad for the Maple Leafs because they have 53 years old, 53-year-long Stanley Cup. Last one was 1967. Blood Blue over 50 years, Jeff. Yes. Thank you so much, Eagle. If you're awesome, you are the best. Hey, remember, you have greatness inside of you. Not this one.
You are awesome.
Here we go. Sebastian back in the house. What about Mr. Yamo Vertanen in the house? Here we go. Sebastian listening my video because I said always good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. So Sebastian learned that one over there. Happy Merry Christmas. Saying thank you. Yamo. Coach pick a girl foot. I let him go. Yeah, I make some change for my lineup. I let it go Devorek today. You can take Devorek, Yamo. I know Jeff is a Leaf fan. The way Fleury play, it looked like he could go for 3 more years. I have no problem with that. I really believe Edmonton should look about him. I pick up Kane. Let's see how many Arizona score tonight. It's a good move about this Yamo. Kane will be in the lineup tonight. If Gordon moving too slow for you, like not really, Johnny. That season, Johnny, at that moment, they don't go nowhere. They have no rush. They don't have to do anything. Whatever, any change or any trait or any personal right now of this organization not going to change anything. They are too far away. They are done. Islanders are done. Montreal are done. You know what I mean? Like the Buffalo are done. Because they are too far to catch up. So for me, observe, take a note, talk, meet, look what they have, what is the feeling you get, everything like that. After that, clean up your notebook, and then after that, make the right decision, everything like that. And that's, I believe, Johnny, it will be the right way to do at that moment. Now, at the same time, if they get Johnny a proposal for the trade, he will listening. He's at the right way right now to make a trade if there's good for Montreal to advantage them. Otherwise, he has no rush to do that. Some people talk about Jet Chick run for the Arizona to Edmonton. Talk about Ben Chariot. We talked about him a little bit earlier. Depends what the trade look like. But until this, patient at that moment, like François said, patience, the key wait for the cup. Contender become anxious, improve the team. Suggestion, do you think that MacKenzie should just pack up the squid case, head out to South to take vacation at this point? Unfortunately, no return to go back in the race, but they had to play. At that moment, Sebastian, only I would say to you, let play the young kid. Give them experience like Jesse Yololin last night. Let them play 14, 15 minutes. Let play Rand Poland. Let play Caulfield, Suzuki, Romanov, and Clagu, the new kids over there. Let them play, get minutes. Anyway, you're not going to win. Petrie does not want to play anymore. So put him in the stand. Let him sit. Gallagher is still not at 100%. Why to recall him right away? You don't need him. If he's ready, you let him play. But let them play those kids. Jake Haven, give him some time. They come in. That's another one over there. So that kind of plus you try to give to them is to give them experience at the cost. It costs you nothing. Or the fact you have to be at the bottom at the end of the standing at the end of the day. Come on, Jeff Darute is amazing to watch. Pittsburgh with Flowers. Yes, that's another big one over there for sure. And Pennsylvania, of course. On est capable de gagner. Go Abs, go. Welcome aboard. On est capable de gagner. I've brainwashed my 2 Australian daughter too. Jeff. Exactly, Sebastian. Let's give them about that one over there. You know, people asking me sometimes, yeah, but it's maybe the environment of losing isn't that good. No, it's not about this. They don't care about winning, losing. They know where they're at. But the only way you can improve them is give them time to play hockey. And that for me, like winning, it's not a requirement to make the player better. A positive or negative about losing. The key is to be sure they learn to become a better professional in the league and to understand what it takes. Jesse Elonin said on an interview yesterday, I believe he said, I need to adapt at the speed of the game. I need to be sure in American Hockey League I can make a mistake. But here, if I make a mistake, the power will be in the net. So I have to minimize my mistake. I have to be aware about that. And sometimes, guys, in hockey, I always said a guy, you don't need to be the fastest guy on the ice. You have a good speed, but it's not about the speed. I would prefer a guy have a good speed, but a quick decision. A quick decision give me a better players at a guy fast, but no time to react. A quicker guy on the ice with great decision, it's better. I'm talking about at the right position. Read the play. Develop yourself to stop the pipe by using the puck of your stick. Put the stick at the right lane when you battle, not by the strength of your body, but the way you put the stick and you skate at the right position. About that, those details of the game, it's about quick decision. If you have a guy like that, one of the best for Montreal guy is Arturi Lekonen. He does all those little things around for the team. Now, I'm not saying he's the best player for Montreal. I just said for the work ethic he does, for the bottom six, he's one of the best for the Montreal Canadiens. What is the total number of the win streak right now that is for Avalanche? You talk about right now this season, Rory? I believe it's 5 at that moment. I can, just to be sure, I can give you the right answer. But what I remember in my head, I believe it was 5. It's going to be confirmed. Colorado is a W5 at that moment. It's done deal, my friend. Coach was right. Yes. Okay, Rory. Listen to Coach Pierre. He knows what he said. Thank you, Sebastien. We have Kenda Aerospace in the house. Exactly, Francois, about Poland. Poland is a guy developed, get better. Right? It's not going to be a 30 goal. But if Poland can develop for the fourth center at consistency in NHL for next season, and maybe sliply maybe third, that would be a good for the Montreal Canadiens to let go maybe Paquette, Perrault, if you know that. Kenda is right space. Let's go. Welcome back, buddy. I missed the question, Johnny. As far as the trade goes, if Gordon dealing from a position of strength, who will actually be the GM, that feel like he has to make a deal. It's not a matter, Johnny, whatever he have a GM or not, he's going to be on the right one. He's going to be the last one to take a decision about everything around the GM position, everything like that. So he's never going to have whatever is, example, Patrick Roy GM, but he's never going to do all the decision without Jeff Gordon. And Jeff Gordon is never going to make a decision without the new GM. They're going to talk about this. They're going to reevaluate about this. They're going to sleep on it. And then after that, they will take a decision. That would be the way they will work together. S-Man, dude, in the house. That's maybe what he's missing about. It's all about Lekonen. It's all about finishing. He finish up. He missed opportunities after he cannot capitalize. S-Man, the way he play, if he can give us 10 goals, 15 goals per year, I can deal with that part, not a problem. I have to go, Rory. I have a good one, buddy. Oh, Julius Caesar, Lamb of the land, the man of the man. Speed has become more advantageous with the emission at center line. Of course, Julius, now the games play always between the blue line by the transition or by the quick ups or they call it, the stretch pass, everything like that. The transition where, example like Julius talked about, is about the Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay use a lot of a quick up transition, long stretch pass, and they go inside the blue line with speed. And you're absolutely right about this. Julius, maybe you wish it's going to happen with China, my friend. I was thinking about you for the last couple of days. Said, where is Julius, by the way? Thanks to stop by, guys. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. Ronnie said, not good news with this COVID. I think it will stop the NHL again. I would not be surprised, Ronnie, it could start for a couple of weeks, but it would be interesting to see what kind of decision they're going to go and to do. And, and they are not only the sport behind this NHL, it could be the country, make some different rules, and who knows what could happen about that. And then after that, it could be province can make another rules, and then or the health and us, So you're right about this. It could be it could stop at some point for weeks. We'll see what's the new development about that. Many players are right now positive. Now the NHL changed the protocol of the COVID situation from the NHLPA and also the NHL today. They have to be tested every day. A little bit like what they are doing at the bubble. Before it was only every 3 days, so they make some modification about the situation. NHL always been with precaution, and would be interesting, like Ronnie said, if he would stop or not. Not a problem, Rory. Have a good night, buddy. It's been doing Go West by Jeff Sebastien. Will they sit Allen for a rest on Saturday, Ross? I'm not sure about that, Ross. The time they played every 2 games, Jake Allen can carry on the baggage. But if I was Ross, if you want to sit Allen for the next 2 games, right, Thursday or Saturday, I would sit him Thursday and let him play Saturday. That would be my pick. They are coming back home now. They packed yesterday. They practiced today. They play tomorrow night. Let them the first game to Montembeau, and then that will give 2 more days extra. If the purpose to sit Allen is to, give him some rest, don't give him right away the first game. Give him the second game. That would be my decision about that. Be safe. It be good. Yes, on the DLA's chair. All Capitals win 3-1 tonight. That's my first intermission prediction. Likkonen is like Regent Hall, a lot of chance, but cannot finish. He put the puck in the net. Yes, similar about that one over there. Midwest Sport in the house. You're absolutely right, Yamo. It's a short pass. It's a recruitment. It's a transition. And they reset. So it will be interesting to follow them, Yamo, during the U20 at the end of the month. Well, the schedule is up now. You can watch in the schedule. We're going to cover the first 2 games, December 26th. We're going to cover the Canada at 7 o'clock and 9:30. We're going to cover the USA, the December 26th. Coach, you think Rangers break out tonight with goals? Rangers are due to light the lamps against Arizona. Baba, I would be careful about this. The reason why, because they play a back-to-back game. They was in Colorado the day before. And, we don't give enough credit for Arizona. Recently, they did pretty good. They lost maybe 1 game past 7 goals, something like that. But, 5 goals, 4 goals, 5-1, 5-2. That'd be good. Now, Rangers use also the backup number 3 for them. King would be between the pipes, so we have to be careful about this. So I'm not sure. I think the game will be a little bit more tight, close what we think. If the poison vaccine, they are killing, injuring people, not a fake variant, doesn't exist. That's all Chris Wilson. Who was the best for eating the post, Francois? It could be very hard, Yamo. And now an experienced coach like Gérard Galland, guy, helping the team to be more prepared and to be sure this is a red flag. So when you look at your schedule, a coach like to make a schedule per week. And I always use color on me. So I always say to you, all right, game number 1 is green. All right, game number 2 is a number, be careful, it's yellow. All right, so the green one, hey guys, we play hard, we played our star, we'll be fine. The second game example, I would say, look, that team guy, we have to be careful. And then the red color for me, for that team, it was, hey, we cannot lose against them. We have to be sure we play hell. We have to be prepared. Not because they are the bottom of the standing, they cannot beat us. So it's all about the mindset now. We're going to be tired. We're going to be fatigued. We want to be sure we are ready for that game. That game is more important compared to the first one. Whatever you win the first one, you win the second, but you lose the last one, it's not work. It's not good. So pay attention on the red flag game this week, guys. I want to be sure I have my boys ready for that game. So that was my system to prepare my week or my schedule. And I'm sure Gerald Gannon right now, that's where he talked to his player tonight. Guys, do not fall tonight. Do not expect it will be easy. They're going to be hard on us. They want to win at home. And be sure we get control of the game. Let's go start to make the first goal in the net. Let's try to get that one over there. Let's play 20 minutes at a time tonight. Not play 60 minutes. 20 minutes at a time. We played a solid game yesterday. We did not win. We tried the best we can. Let's move on now. The next game is tonight. And Coyotes, I'll put them exactly how they are, the Colorado. And that's how the preparation you do with your team. That's where you talk with your players and you make the best for them. They can be flat. That's part of life sometimes, but most you give the best way. You get a good speech to them. You show to them what you need, what you're looking for, and how we can get out here with a W. Let's celebrate, guys, tomorrow. And bye. If you win tonight, I pay the dinner. Boom. So it's all the stuff like this. You talk and you improve them. Ralph said, Rick Chatra, oh my God, number 27. West said, Marc-Andre Fleury, because think they playing the post after the win. West, yes, I agree with you about that one. Sebastien, that's not appropriate. I want to vote out of the chat. Eagle, Sebastien, please stop. Can you remove Sebastien from the chat, please? No, Sebastien, about this, just keep Sebastien, the conversation about hockey. We're not about politics. We're not about COVID. We're not about anything. And I just want to ask you, please, to keep this about hockey. That'd be great. Do you remember Murray Wilson? He was the fastest player on the ice. When he has the puck, he has the slowest players. Yes, Murray Wilson, another player, played for the Montreal Canadiens. About that. We are set up the second period right now. Here we go, the back drop, and we go. We are starting the second period, a little bit behind, guys. I apologize. I like to talk a lot. But that's where we are at that moment. That's okay. But we respect everybody here, Sebastien, and we don't have to treat anybody bad. The only thing we ask you, please, is to keep the language the right way. And secondly, to be sure we talk about hockey. Puck recovery by Chicago. Right now we go D and they reset there. Reset by Zed John. Jen on the red line to the blue line. Go back to the left side. John in front of the net. Oh, missed the puck right there. The recovery by Washington. It will be icing. At that moment, it will be the first icing, the second period. We're going to stop the ice at 18:58. 0-0 at that one over there. I'm late to coach Frenchy stream. Adam, welcome aboard. The puck go behind the Montreal, the Washington Dome. The puck over there. The puck go to the left side. It go back outside the zone and this by the Zed John. The puck go on the blue line by Washington Dome. The puck behind Fleury. Bold Grand Cross. Welcome back, buddy. Long time ago. Puck go all the way to Jensen. Jensen turn around. Great cut back by Johnson. Went to Eller. Eller kick out the puck. Stop right now by the Chicago. Great check on the board. Again, the Washington, and down the puck go all the way to the blue line by Jensen. Jensen shoot the puck, missed the net, missed the block by the Chicago. The puck go all the way down by busy day, Adam. Awesome. Go back all the way to Chicago. Chicago go back behind the net. At the Washington, Jonathan Taze give the puck to Kane. Kane shoot the puck on the blue line. The puck stopped at the corner. Recovery by Murphy. Murphy try to get a puck to Taze. Washington try to get outside the zone. The puck battle in the corner between Chicago and the Washington for the puck. And then the puck go all the way to the blue line. We have possible a penalty for Chicago. Possible. Hey, Jonathan Taze got a penalty. Welcome, Mr. Bold. All right, Sébastien, ben, je t'ai donné à peu près 4 avis présentement, Sébastien. Là. Puis là, je suis pas content. Je suis pas content de la façon dont tu parles aux autres. Là. Donc, pour l'instant, là, on va te mettre outside je pense que c'est la troisième fois que je fais ça depuis que je fais des streams. Je suis très, 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 très patient avec les gens. J'essaie de les contrôler le mieux que je peux. Mais quand on ne comprend pas après 3 fois, malheureusement, Sébastien, je ne peux pas te garder ici. The puck recovery went out in the corner. And Chicago down the puck all the way for the first icing. Washington on power play at that moment. Puck recovery by Washington right now. And they are coming to a breakout for the power play. And the puck go all the way to the John Carlson. Carlson ran the puck all the way. So to Ovechkin. Ovechkin missed the puck. But recovery, Ovechkin loses his edge. And now the battle for the puck. Recovery all the way by Washington. They are reset. Oshie, Backstrom, Carlson, and Ovechkin is on the ice at that moment. Puck to Carlson to Ovechkin. Ovechkin to Carlson. Carlson shoot the puck. Stopped by the defensive of the Chicago. The puck stay in the zone. And Ovechkin try to get a puck, but great diving by the Chicago to reset about that. The puck go outside the zone by Washington. I put him on the timeout, 3 under seconds. We'll see what happened after that. If it's bad, I will just remove him completely. But about see. With Winnipeg, Ben, first coach. Enemy! Alex Ovechkin. Power play goal. Ovechkin get a pass for Backstrom. Here we go. And shoot the puck inside the post guy. Ovechkin like that. After he get a pass for Oshie. And Ovechkin opened the score tonight 1-0 on power play when Jonathan Toews was on the penalty box. And Ovechkin score assisted by Oshie and Backstrom at his first game of the season for Backstrom open up right there. No, Ronnie. Not anymore. 8 without now. Wow. Yeah, this is 6 weeks. Some said 8 weeks. I don't know exactly the number, but yes, it is what it is right now. Go, Uvi. Yes, sir. It's time to take the Indesirable coach show. Who is the boss, sir? It's not about the boss, Zeph. It's about to leave the people talking about hockey. And when we get there, I don't like it. That's enough. When he's starting to bother other people, that's when we have to take a decision. And you give them a warning. I gave him 2 warnings, and he continues to talking. And when he talk against people, it's not what I like. That's what it's about. What are your predictions for today? I took Washington, Rangers, Anaheim. With all the injury, will Laval have any player left? Yes. The good news about this, Adam, they have 3 teams in Montreal. So they have Montreal, they have Laval, and they have Trois-Rivières. So they have, the Trois-Rivières can feed up Laval. So that's a good, but I can understand your point of view about that one over there. 15-9. He was his 21, guys, not 19. I apologize. Not a problem. That's all good, buddy. I tell you to put all the update you need to know. Oh, Mr. Oilers in the house. Pretty good, you. Because the situation about the China situation, Ronnie, at that moment now with, the player cannot come back for 5 weeks after they get positive over there. It's too risk for the players. And after that, it will, we cannot get, I don't know, you leave over there Patrick Kane and you leave McDavid, you leave Austin Matthews, you leave, I don't know, Ovechkin, everybody like this. And it's just going to be really in a bad situation about that one over there. So that would be something you have to be sure. Oilers, sorry for the last yesterday. Yes, Oilers. So that's my answer about that. Kendall, yes. The puck recovery by John Carlson, and we are back in the game right now. I apologize for the delay of talking. And the puck go by Chicago. Chicago bring the puck right there too far a little bit for Connolly. Connolly bring the puck to underside. Recovery right now by Chicago. Checking by Washington. Finally put the puck outside the zone. And Washington is coming. Ovechkin right now. Try to get between the puck in the back door. Oh, great pass of Ovechkin to Backstrom. Backstrom should pass the puck back to Eller. But the offensive did not turn. Now Chicago's coming down. Chicago love the puck right now behind, stop by Van Resmick. Long stretch pass right now at the blue line. And Eller keep the puck, pass the puck to like a slap shot. But stop by Chicago. Puck recovery by Washington. Whoop, losing right there. The puck go back to Kane. Kane to in the back door to DeBrincat. And now they call for the ref. Took a call 2 minutes, but no call from the ref for sticking ice, for slashing. Okay, now pressure on the defensive of Washington. Stop at the blue line. Great play by, I don't know who it was. But now Chicago keep the puck. Go back to the defenseman now. Go back to DeBrincat. DeBrincat with the puck. Shoot the puck. Instead of now make the save with the glove. And no rebound. Is going to be the end of this shift. And with 12 minutes, 30 seconds to go at the second period, guys. The score 1-0 Washington. Ovechkin score is 21 of the season after a pass of Oshie. Look mark like a quick release slap shot. And also Nick Backstrom get his first point of the season. Wow, Utica commit are 17-1 in 2 of them. Yes. Can that save? Ross said yes, good answer about Olympic. Should have shut down them altogether. These risks they are going forward. They should have with sorry for the last night. Okay. Johnny Toya, our second place, play .600 hockey. Thanks so much, Johnny, for the information. Save. Wow, it's got something. Baba, coach, Ovi tied with most power play goal with all time with 274. By who? Yes, Dave Andreychuk, my friend. That's a great answer, Bonnie, about that. I watched the game yesterday against Edmonton. For what I saw, Toronto have a good chance for the cup. Ronnie, I believe I put them in the top 5 team. They can have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. They will maybe missing 1 or 2 pieces of the puzzle, Ronnie. By the way they play right now, Ronnie more at me. When the season, the real season, they are always 3 season guy in NHL. They have the regular season, they have the playoff season, and then after that, you have the Stanley Cup season. They have the 3 seasons. I'm not sure if Toronto is still able to carry on this until to the 3rd season. I think this year they're going through maybe 2nd round, 3rd round, but I'm not sure if Ronnie they can make all the way to win that cup. That's, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but it would be. Coach Pierre, I want to talk about the players. Okay, that's all right. We don't talk about this. Perfect. I appreciate that. C'est parce que les gens ne veulent pas entendre parler du vaccin et des affaires comme ça. Les opinions qu'on a sont personnelles, les opinions sont respectées. Puis, à la fin de la journée, on est ici parler du hockey, pas des choses semblables. Moi, j'évite toutes ces choses-là pour ne pas mettre les gens contre moi, puis pas dire des choses comme ça. Puis, à la fin de la journée, il faut respecter les autres, puis pas les traiter des noms. C'est pour ça. Donc, j'espère que tu comprends. Donc, on passe à d'autres choses. Coach Pierre, okay, I got it. Yep, hockey is better than politics, not decision all the way around. Here we go. 12 minutes to go, and the second period. The puck go in the corner behind Fleury. Winning by Zed Jones, helping one out by the Chicago. Patrick Kane waiting for the puck. But the puck turn around by Washington. The puck go deep behind Fleury. Chasing the puck in the corner. And the puck in front of the net, but no chance. Stopped by Zed Jones. Puck go behind the net. All the recovery by Orlov. Orlov ran the puck all the way to under the side. And stopped by Egelin. Egelin dropped the puck behind the Fleury. Battle the puck between... is it Strom and Jones? And finally, Jones have the puck. Jones skate with the puck. He's coming to the blue line. Kill the puck for himself to the red line. And offensive zone. Try to shoot the puck. Stopped by great cap control. Long stretch pass went out for Oshie, I believe. Oshie first one to get there behind the net, but he cannot recover the puck properly. The puck going in front of the net. No chance for Ovechkin, I believe. Not Ovechkin. I'll love to pick up the puck. The puck go Oshie. Oshie went out, lose the puck, and recovery by Washington around the board. And they are cycling the puck right now. Set up right now. Oshie stop the back. Turn around. Keep the puck for right there. Drop the puck behind. Stop by Chicago. Chicago set up. Lob the puck all the way at the end zone of Washington. Stop. And it's going to be icing with 10:43 to go at the second period. Thanks again for watching us tonight. Don't forget, click on the like. That'd be great. C'est pour ça qu'il ne faut pas parler contre rien, Sébastien. C'est pour ça qu'on peut. Il faut contrôler ce qu'on peut contrôler, c'est nos émotions, puis garder à juste parler de hockey. Oh, I not said they cannot win, Ronnie. I just feel they are maybe never been there, and I'm not sure. What we saw for the last couple of years, Ronnie, they play well during the season. When they go to the playoff, they cannot score. The pressure, and we can pay. That's what happening with last season. Last season, they dominate everybody all year long. They finished number one in the season. Matthew had 44 goals, and everybody was talking about this. So that. I just said, I don't know how they can carry on this, Ronnie, during the playoff. I not said right or wrong. Oh, Jonathan Tate just missed a great opportunity in front of that. Sébastien, stop, sir. He don't want to vaccinate. Then your choice. Don't insult those who can't vaccinate. Kenda, just don't talk about this anymore. It's all good. I'll fix everything, Kenda. So don't stop. You know, guys, don't reply anymore. I want to, each one of you, stop to talking about vaccine. Can we talk about hockey? Is it possible talking about hockey only and not talking about the past? It's what's coming now. Thank you, Sébastien. Taze went out, win the face-off back to Murphy or McCabe. They'll come back down, drop the puck behind, and recovery by Taze. Taze now keep the puck, come in the middle, shoot the puck. In front of the net, no chance for Simpson up, did not see the puck. Puck go behind the net, recovery went out. Possible to break up. No penalty on that one of them. Puck go to all the way up. And finally, Washington get the puck outside the zone. They are coming to an offensive side. Lob the puck on the left side. Stop behind the net by the Chicago. Washington miss a goal. Yes. The puck go to other side by Adrian. Adrian lose the puck. Will go all the way up to Orlov, I believe. Recovery by Washington. Fleury make a big save right there with the glove. He lose the track of the puck. The finale puck go on the left side. Chicago down the puck in front of Samsonov with 9 minutes, 17 seconds to go. And the second period, 1-0 Washington. Ovechkin scored the first goal of the night. The only goal we have on power play goal is 21 of the season. Backstrom and Oshie have an assist. The puck go in the defensive side of Chicago. Puck go outside the zone. And here we go. The puck, honestly, they'll say, why did you put the... because il a compris en français, il can parler en français. Donc, tout est correct, mon ami. Donc, il va parler de hockey seulement. The puck go to under the side, go all the way up to Washington. Washington on the puck, Fleury make a save. Barely right there. The puck go all the way up to the blue line. And the recovery by Washington. And now down the puck in the corner. I think we have a Carlson right there. Shoot the puck. Fleury make a save. Miss in the big side. Make a glove on the puck. And that's it. That's all. And we have TV timeout at that moment. Fleury make a save at that chance over there. 19-11 shot for Chicago. Washington, sorry. That gave them 6 shot. Ovechkin getting closer to record. Ronnie, Ronnie, don't put more. It's all fixed. You don't have to tell anything about anybody right now, guys. I just said everybody right now talking about hockey. It's all fixed. You don't have to trade anybody or talk about this anymore. I'm just going to shut down everybody here, all right? Or I'll just leave the live stream. I don't want to come here, all right, and to argue with people. If you're not happy, be here. You have two choices. You leave or I'm going to leave. I don't need this in my life here to be negative, to have people like you right now piss me off right now because you argue between each one of you. You're adult, you're mature, respect each one of you. If not, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to leave. I don't need that in my life to come here on the live stream to have people like you right now ruin my night. So this is enough right now. Salut Gabriel, ça va bien mon Gabriel? Welcome aboard. Face off at the left side of Fleury now and recovery by Chicago. Chicago drive the puck behind. Washington bring the puck in front of the net for Ovechkin. Too far from him to recovery. Pass right there in front of the net. Oh, Fleury make a big save on the glove with Ovechkin in front of him by himself. Great save. Fleury keep the lead of the Washington only at one. Kane right now. Kane the puck in front of the net. Samsonov lose balance. Recovery shoot the puck. Chicago missed the net by DeBrincat. The puck go all the way up to Murphy drive the puck in the back. Kane's coming down the back door for Murphy. Murphy watching for the net. Tip the friend. Washington struggle right now. We have penalty for Washington for hooking. Ovechkin miss a great opportunity right there. This is the third time of the night the Washington Capitals guy have a power play at that moment. I agree with you about this, Gabriel. Have a great night, Eagle. I will stop by a little bit later after that. Thank you again. Face off right now, winning by Chicago. Puck go all the way to the blue line. John, bring to the DeBrincat to John. John to Kane. Kane right now is coming down. Kane turn around. Kane try to get up in front of the net. Kane recover the puck, bring the puck all the way to the blue line. Get out by Edgelin. Edgelin 1-on-1 with John. Edgelin keep the puck right now. Rin the puck to on the side. Fleury let the puck go all the way to up to on the side. Recovery by Washington. Washington Eller. Eller dropped the puck behind, and John was the first one to recovery with 1 minute 30 seconds to go. This is a third opportunity for Chicago on power play. The puck right now dropped behind. They kick out the puck inside the zone. The puck go at the blue line by John. John bring the puck around the board all the way to Kane. Kane drive the puck by Taze, I believe. We have a chasing the puck. 3 players, 4 players, 5 players in the corner for the puck. The puck go all the way up to under the side. Go all the way to John. John went out to Kane. Kane reset to the hash mark. Bring the puck behind to Taze. Taze in front of the net to DeBrincat. Great stick for Washington. Now race for the puck between John and Oshie. The puck go all the way up by John. Recovered by Patrick Kane. 51 seconds to go remaining at the penalty for Chicago. Puck go all the way down by Kirby Dach. Dach will now have the puck. Keep the puck in front of the Washington All Love, I believe. Now we have 4 players. The puck is under Dach. Dach said, hey, guys, leave me alone. Don't touch myself. Strong bring the puck to John. John to the left side. They go all the way down to Dach. Dach behind the net. Bring the puck to the left way over there. They're looking right now. Looking again. Bring to Dach. To John. John walking. Bring the puck to the left. They bring the shoot. And the Samsonov make it save with a glove with 22 seconds to go at the penalty for the Chicago at that moment. Power play for them. 6:17 to go at the period, guys. At the second period. Fight boxing, Gabriel. Okay. John Molida. Welcome aboard, John Molida. Bueno nowadays. Como está? Thank you, Zeph, to answer to Gabriel. Not a problem. Not a problem, Ronnie. Chicago is any good on power play. Struggle tonight, Joseph. At that moment, they are number 23rd, 24th. Another power play, guys. We have 5 versus 4. 5 versus 3, guys, for 17 seconds. 2 men on advantage for the Chicago. I'm on the ESPN Plus coach. If I between 2 and 7, is there any really good player to the draft? Yes, Baba. Great event. Great draft this season. Park all the way up to Kubalik. Kubalik on the left side. Kane, Philipp. Great pass of Patrick Kane to DeBrincat. And DeBrincat score, and they tie the game 1-1. Chicago score on power play at 5 versus 3. They said on power play, guys. Wow. Bonsoir, Denis Rodrigue. What do you want? Okay, I'll get this, but no. Bonsoir, Rodrigue. Chicago the best chance here. Yes, Sébastien, they take advantage of this. Nice goal. Zev DeBrincat score. Here we go. We tie the game, guys. Another power play again for Chicago. We have for 1 minute. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. I try to get the DeBrincat. Host. Et le but! Kurashev score. And like that, the Chicago come back and take the lead. Wow. They bring out a star. 2-1. Wow. Yep. It's first of the year. Wow. Et le but! 3 in a row. Chicago scored 3 goals, guys. Wow. Bang, bang, bang. Wow. 16 shot. Talk about the momentum. We talk about changing the game. Penalty after penalty. Open the door to the Chicago Blackhawks. The Chicago Blackhawks scored 3 goals, guys, back to back to back. I agree with you, Denis. My prediction was 4-1 Washington at them. Russ, yes, he has 15 goals so far. Chen, the goalie, he said, wow, unbelievable. Like that, penalty and everything's turned around after that one over there. 2 goals on power play, and then a bad play of Samsonov. Open the door. Ovechkin went out. Shoot the puck. Stop by behind by Fleury. LR. Pick up the puck right now. LR looking. Keep it. Shoot the puck. Miss the net. Main goal. Okay, welcome aboard. Yes, I agree. 951. Go behind the net by Jones. Jones guy, he's always on the ice. Unbelievable. Parker recover in the corner. Washington attack right now. And Fleury make a save. Nick, check, Shaxi, welcome aboard. Oh, Nick, it was not good, my friend. They gave 3 goals. Guys, they scored. Chicago guys scored 3 goals. And 1 minute. Are you serious? They scored 3 goals, guys, and 34 seconds. 3 goals and 34 seconds. Unbelievable. The Capitals struggle against the Blackhawks. Blackhawks are good at home. 0-0. Coyotes, guys, at the end of the first period. 3:54-57 power play. Coyotes, guys. The game is on between the Rangers and the Coyotes. 0-0 at that moment. Wow. What a problem there. It would be dang it. Kenda, best beat, and back is again. I leave for a little bit. Hawks scored 3 and 34 seconds. Yes, coach today. I nailed 4 crossbar in the road zone. The skinny right now is very good. Our son, man. Hopefully, Nick. I love you. Positivity, my friend. I love that, Nick. You thinking that way. It's normal. Let's go. Blackhawks fan 97 in the house. Franco, welcome aboard, Franco. We cannot score 3 goals per game, Franco. They scored 3 and 34 seconds. Entwistle seemed to be coming on quickly. 3rd goal of the season, Ross. He played a role at the bottom about that one. And someone cloned me to one, the one that said, is it normal? 3 goals is incredible, Franco. Yes, we cannot score. Coach, is Gallagher coming back next game? Maybe not tomorrow, I think, Adam. What he talked about this today, it was maybe back Saturday. And they will give him a couple of days to practice, right, with the group, everything like that. After missing 10 days, it's not easy to come back right away. At that moment, I believe they will wait until Saturday to bring back Niku and Gallagher. The Hawks says they shoot them, and one says it normal. Is they go back to Laval? No, Adam is still in the team right now. I'll just let it go, Sebastian, at that moment. I have enough. Seriously, 4 years ago, I've set the record. Yes, I know. Oh, great fire right now for the Washington Capitals. Oh, that Chicago right now dominate that period. We have a face off the right side. Coach, do you still believe Caulfield could be like the same size? Baba, that's what I thought he's going to be. I don't know he would be exactly like him, right? But I think he will find a way to be who he's supposed to be. Power play right now, Washington guys. the second of the night. Dehan got a penalty on that one over there. Not a good year for my favorite team, the Av and the Raven. Not really capped. Power play, Black back injured. Francois BS called. Blackhawks, Chicago doing well. I'm telling you, we are having a nightmare about the Avs. All of this is not real. Power play, guys, by Washington. Can Capitals score that? This is really important play for Washington. If they score that game, they can come back at the third period. It would be better to come back in the second period with 3-2 at 3-1. The puck go back to Carlson. Carlson get a puck. Ovechkin slow shot. Fleury make a save with a glove and no rebound. Great shot for Ovechkin. Nick said, let's get this goal. There are no penalty on this hit. Maybe Chicago won't try Fleury if they keep winning. Francois, I don't know. The only way Francois could happen, they keep Fleury for the upcoming year. But it could be an overtime, yes. The point behind this, Francois Fleury, is really, really family. It's really about family, everything like that. So he will go or thinking what is the best for the family. And I'm not sure if it's Chicago next year or someone else. If I go back at the blue line, back Carlson. Carlson ran back to O'Shea, I believe. Or Backstrom, they pull back all the way up. Backstrom bring the puck behind the net. Backstrom looking. Backstrom right there. Backstrom looking for the lane in front of the net. And then Chicago down the puck for 1 minute to go at the power play for... Forgot that one over there. Power play here. Puck went out by Chicago, down the puck again with 48 seconds to go. I saw that knife for one. Most people here said it was not. Blackhawks said Fleury is going to be retired at the end of the game, at the end of the year. Il n'y a pas de problème, mon Sébastien. Tout est correct, là. Chicago is going nowhere. No need to keep Fleury at the team getting for him. The puck go behind the net, go all the way up to the right side. Ovechkin set up. Ovechkin looking. Shoot the puck for the net. Fleury make a rebound. Recovery by Washington, but not good enough. And the puck go on the net, behind the net. And we have to whistle right there. 14 seconds remaining at the penalty power play. And they could keep him if they are going to play run to trade him during the summer, Francois. He's going to become a UF free, Francois. They don't have to trade him. Who give Fleury be trade Canada? Right now they talk about Colorado and Edmonton. Never his fault. Go Hawks, beer money. They don't clone sprout like people for importance. Puck all the way up to the blue line. Have to set up again off our side. Big save, Zach, by Fleury. Keep out the good work, coach. You rock every night. Thank you so much, Dan. Appreciate a lot. Puck right now behind the net by Chicago. Recovery right there. The puck go all the way down, over, and the puck go all the way to Samsonov. Make a save on that one. The puck go to the left side. And there are Cap Rangers all the way up right there. Ovechkin's coming down. We have about full strength right now. Lose the puck. Recovered by Chicago. Chicago clean the house. And it's over for the power play. The puck go back to Strom, to Kane in front of Strom. Samsonov make a save right there. The puck turn around. His Washington's coming down. Here we go. 3 versus 2. All the way down. Maybe 4. Drive the puck behind. Heller could not put the puck behind. The puck recovery by Murphy. Heller pick up the puck. Recovery and out by Washington. Washington set up. Shoot the puck. Oh, le but! A wrist shot of Daniel Sprong over the shoulder of Fleury. Fleury is upset at that moment. At 41 seconds. Wow, what a shot. What a shot. At the below of the circle. Ah, Fleury cannot believe it. Here we go, Nick. He did it, buddy. Wow, this is a big goal of the game. What a shot. And then my feet is late. Just saw Francois. What a shot. This is a major league shot, guys. Not many people can. He's Wow. Another shot on again Fleury. 10 seconds to go. Chicago down the park behind. Oh, Kirby Dach almost score on the end. That end the second period. Nice goal. Yes, Nick. Very bad goal that I don't know Blackhawks is a very bad goal. He's talking about Fleury could not. Listen, this is like not many goaltender will stop that shot, honestly. You have to give credit for Daniel Sprong about that one over there. I'll be honest with you, I saw many goals, but this one, that's an amazing, great goal from Sprong. It's fourth of the year, guys. It would be a great period for the third period, Sebastien. Still bad goal. But the effect Blackhawk is the end of the period, right? So that's the bad thing about that one over there. So let's jump in for the shot. 32 shot versus 18. Wow. I put the number in the right place. This is Apocalypse. The thing is that our fans hate to admit stuff, so they avoid it. What do you think price trade value is? Hold on. KD take the lead 1-0, guys. Louis Eriksson scored first of the year. Wow. I'm telling you right now, this game guy is really dangerous for the Rangers. I think Adam or someone talk about it, or Joseph talk about this earlier. Do you think they will trade price this year? Possible. For me, I think then they will trade more during the offseason. They trade him. Call the price for call the price talk will put you in the bathroom. Louis Eriksson, yes, sir. Francois Allaire can invite the butterfly goalie, but Patrick Roy was the one use it a lot. If you want to get there, Tony Esposito, we never said a butterfly goalie, but Tony Esposito start that way, Kenda. But what do you think the price is value? First round pick, a good prospect, and another round pick or two players over there. 3 versus 1. The Rangers cannot score a lot of goals, guys. The last 2 games, they have only 2 goals. After they got shut down at home against Nashville, they scored only 2 goals against Colorado yesterday. And now tonight, they're losing 1-0. After this game tonight, Butterfly was the Karate Kid style, Zephyr. How is the team Sweden and junior coach? Pretty solid team over there, Adam. I don't know if I have it. Here we go, my friend. William Eglum. He was drafted by San Jose. Great hockey player. Elliot Ekmark was drafted late by Florida. Alexander O's, great hockey players, New Jersey. They miss, of course, they not play this year, is Lucas Raymond. You have Fabian Liesel, draft by the Boston, number 12. Oscar Manuson, a little bit, second or third round by Washington. Theodore Niederbach. Oscar Allison guy, really great hockey player. Play a couple of games with Colorado this year. First round pick. Isaac Rosen, first round pick, Buffalo this season. I've tried to go a little bit lower. Simon Edvinson, draft first round, 6 overall pick by Detroit. Maybe the best defenseman at that tournament. It's coming over there. And then after that, the goaltender, maybe one of the best goaltender at that tournament, Jesper Wallstead with Kosa, or maybe the best goaltender in that tournament. So that's what the team you have at that moment for that. Adam. François said that Esposito have a book. Yes. Butterfly was invented by Glenn Miller to Paulie Frisian, or it was made by François Allaire. That's great to see that. Lyon de Trois-Rivières went 4-2 against Maine. The team has really turned things around. They are sending a lot of players to Laval Rockets, and they send them up to it. About that, Franco, yes, I agree with you about that one over there, Franco. Eric Belanger does a great job behind the bench. You have used the Golden just like Esposito book. Canada visits 20 World Junior. A lot of people select that a 951 about that. Some people put Russia. Be interesting to see Russia. I think they missed a couple of pieces, but Sweden is going to be great for sure. It could be Canada, Sweden, honestly, 951. Allaire invented a hybrid style, a mix between Jacques Blanc book and the Esposito book. And Jesper Wallstead, yes, draft by Minnesota during the last overall pick. Chad Switzer. I'm going to the Abs game this weekend. Awesome. Chad's against the Bruins Saturday night. Good luck. Hopefully, everything will be fine for you at the game. We wish you the best luck. Thank Chad to stop by. And don't, guys, forget to click on the like. That'd be great. Are you going to live stream the World Junior? Coach, yes, Dan. I'm going to follow all the game for the World Junior about USA and Canada. Montreal is Boston this weekend. Flyers tomorrow. Boston Saturday. Yeah, Isabelle shot. Martin Brown last goaltender qui joue Jacques Plan goaltending still, François said. Well, we're now a second intermission, guys. And during the second intermission, what we do, of course, we have to do this. We have a TV timeout for the Hockey Nation live show. So I'm going to take a break for about, I don't know why this is moving here. We're going to have a TV timeout, guys, for about 4 minutes. I'll be back very shortly. I'm going to make you on the Christmas music. Why not? Of course. The second period is finished. Diego in action. Brito in the house. The third period is going to start about 8 minutes. Here we go. Everything is fine there. I need to find it. Be right back. I'm going to be back right away in a few minutes. Until then, enjoy the Christmas.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
Here we go. That was the time for Christmas, everybody. We are going to wait for the third period start in a few seconds. Ducks or Kraken. I took the Ducks tonight, Chad, about that. Bane, welcome aboard, Bane. We missed you yesterday, Mr. Bain. First of all, secondly, congratulations for your W for the Vancouver Canucks. Bain yesterday, great comeback with 4 goals. And then we'll see if the Wind can handle the Capitals tonight. Coach, do you see Rangers trade like Chariot and Armia for prospect power forward? Why call it first one bit? No, Baba. Not at all. First, the defensive of the Baba, they are really solid on the defense. They're not looking for Chariot, and they're not going to trade their first round pick at that moment. For that, I don't see that happening. The only player I believe could trade is Grazov to them, but I think the Rangers going to make a deal with Vegas the next couple of weeks. Hey, Coach, Hatta Bear, Hatta. I think you have to read his name a reverse, so it's a Cutanab and Rinata. That's the thing I can see. J'aime mieux la version de Roy sur que connaissez le Jello Star. Thank you, good to be aboard. Thank you so much, buddy. We miss you. François, yes, go Abs, go. Welcome aboard, my friend. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. I think the biggest friend for me, brother Roy, guys, it was really the way brother play around the net. I think the way he controlled the puck, the way he passed the puck, the way he controlled everything. He was like the third defenseman. Roy was less alert, agile around the net, like brother. That's really where I believe there's a big strength between both of them. Thanks, God, for the live stream, the World Junior. You're welcome. Then I can wait December 26th. I'm going to be live about that. We're going to have a special Christmas evening all together. I'm going to make a special live stream December 24th, but this is coming. I will give you more information about this the next couple of days. I was waiting to put his face in the front of the puck. Tell Happy to shoot more. Roy was great, but not good in laying the puck. Exactly about that, Steve. Who is better, McDavid or Matthews? That's you're not the first one asking me this week about this. I still believe McDavid overall. I understand Matthews beat right now. You know, Chad, that remind me Crosby or Ovechkin. The McDavid is Crosby and Matthews is Ovechkin. Ovechkin is Matthews and Crosby is McDavid. But if I have to take a players right now, I will go with McDavid. What with passion, energy, intensity, Sebastian, yes. Look like Dach is back on the ice for Buffalo. I'm really looking forward to watching him come back. Yes, he's back. He's skating for the last 2 weeks, Adam, but he's still not, give a permission to come back all the way to next season, next year, like January, February. Boba McDavid, yes. Who won the cup first is better. Ben Brother was master angling the puck, and the Devil used him to build the system. Francois Kane's hey, Coach Kelly in the house.
You are awesome.
I was going to pick Chicago. Thanks in our tap. Matthews get a lot of point on power play. Ross, he's the machine, a sniper, Ross, right? So that's what happened there. Juan was one of the best goalie. He left the ad because he was tired either early or one the team was not playing. Who is better this season, Ab or the leave? Honestly, everybody is better to the Abs at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, guys, I pick Rangers tonight, but if Arizona win, this is good for Montreal. Let's go. Ox, leave, agree. Flavia, Johnny said went 4-2 tonight. Thank you, Johnny. Matthews need a good or even strength. Coach, are you coming to Vegas for the All-Star weekend, Adam? No. That weekend I cannot. And I will keep my money to go in Canada if everything is fine in July. Who knows? I'm going for the draft, initial draft. Why went out of Montreal to the complete incompetence? I agree with you, Francois. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks to stop by. Don't forget to click on the like, Mr. Ta. I don't know how I can call it. We'll go to start the third prayer, guys, in a few seconds. Coming Toronto. Sometime I go during the summer, Kelly. I don't know if they have a seminar for hockey. I'll be interesting about that. I try to stay in Canada for 5-6 weeks. Somehow we have to tell him to go to sleep. We talk about it tomorrow, and on this will be happening. Yep, I will let you know for sure if I go there. Oh, yes, sir, Mr. PLD in the house tonight. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to click on the lights. Yes, I do. 951. Face off right there at the blue line. After listening what you said about Petrie, Coach, I agree with you. Gordon should let him go if he wants to go and not be a team player. Yes, Adam. I think it could be a little bit later during the season, but I would not be surprised this could happen at some point. When Jeff Gordon is ready to go that kind of trade or transaction at some point. Park right now behind Samsonov, a two-player fall apart, and Washington's coming down, turn around. And we have power play for Washington, a delay penalty for Chicago, guys. I'll go back to Carlson. Carlson set up. So he's going to have a delay penalty for Chicago, guys. At the beginning of the third period, Carlson with the puck, down the puck, Ovechkin, I believe. Is coming down, kick out of the puck right away, bring the puck around the board. Fleury let the puck go, and the puck go in the corner and stop by the ref. And we have a power play. Winnipeg need to fire the coach, third coach. Not yet. I think, Paul Maurice always been there. I don't think so. I think it's a consistency, the problem over there. Adam, Jeff Collins, all business. I agree with you. Sasha, thank you so much, buddy. Lifting some weight, say, keep it up. Awesome, my friend. That's the way to do it. About that whole little trade what today after he remembered it was a super down. He think okay with a third problem in Quebec. Lots of pass over. He said, why we kid with all the talents, 13, 10 cents, 112. Yes, Adam, about that. The consistency problem with Winnipeg, like a game yesterday. They should win that game. Thank you again, Sasha. Very kind for you. That's my goal then, to do this full time. At some point, I will have to do that. Hopefully, it will happen. But we'll see. I'm give again a 7 month, and then we'll see what's be next for me about what I'm going to do after that. Chicago start the puck at the blue line. They coming down and recovery by Oshie. Great opportunity right now for Washington guy tie the game at the beginning of the third period. At that moment, the puck go all the way down, and they are coming down to the neutral zone and keep the puck right there. Keep the puck in the neutral zone. Send the puck and the kick out the puck. Recovery by Washington. The puck go all the way up to the blue line. Carlson. Ovechkin. Saved by Fleury. The puck go outside. No, stop by Ovechkin. Finally, Chicago put the puck out there. Winnipeg lost the Buffalo in Arizona. Not good. It sometimes happens with the best team, DPL. We don't take those teams very seriously. Look, Rangers tonight, coach. Here on Ontario Sporting Events going down to 50% capacity. We have decisions to leave. I wonder how this affects us. Would be interesting to see that, honestly, for Toronto. Maybe one game every 2 games. But again, I don't know. The puck recovery shooting by Washington right now. Puck go on the left corner. Recovery by Jensen. Or should the puck miss the net? The puck go on the side. And then Chicago's coming almost like a 2 versus 1. Chicago right now on the back door. Recovery right there by Washington. Great stick. Long stretch pass in his zone. Eller lose the puck. Back by Chicago. The power play will be done. Everything at Kelly's the pressing. Ken Fleury still this game. It look like he's doing well right now, honestly. Go Chicago, Diego. And then they won't fire Maurice. I don't think so about that. But we'll see what could happen. Maurice be fired after that. Yes. Fleury make a save with a glove. We have another whistle at that moment. I've never been this year. My dad and brother have been going. I feel bad. Sorry about that. Baba, coach, will up Contender team can use a Jeff Petrie? Baba, the problem is depends which team. And secondly, if they have enough money, is right now at 6.5 or 6.25 salary. And that's the difficult thing about that one there. Have you ever have any connection with Daniel Lacroix? No, I have connection with Eric Lacroix. The time he was with Colorado, with his, I think his dad is Pierre. So Eric Lacroix was an affiliation with it and the organization. Thank you so much, PLD, about that. I appreciate it. I do the best I can. Sometimes I cannot, I try not ignore everybody, but it's not easy. Fleury make a big save on the shot of Fleury. You're welcome, Sebastian the Hurricane. If you talk about Hurricane for Jeff Petrie, Sebastian problem over there is they have already good defensemen over there. So I don't think so. They have no money anymore. The salary cap is really tied up over there. Face off on the left side of Fleury, winning by Chicago. Puck recovery by now by Zed John. And Zed John ran the puck around the board. And Chicago going to put the puck outside the zone. And finally go on the offensive side. Puck rim behind Samsonov. First one to get there is the defensive of Chicago. Puck stay in the zone by Zed John. Puck go all the way to Samsonov. Zone make a save. John Carlson bring the puck all the way to the left side for the breakout. And Washington's coming down in the neutral zone. Down the puck behind Fleury. Chasing the puck. Fleury ran the puck all around the board. Stopped by the defenseman. Washington bring the puck all the way up. Shot by fake by Jeff Carlson. John Carlson. The puck go outside the zone. I know Sebastien the Hurricane. Come on, people, hit the likes. Don't forget to click on the like. The way Petrie play, nobody would want to give something relevant for him. That's not a big problem. I think for Petrie, for me, have to wait until the trade deadline if they want to give him something good. On the flip side, Franco, Montreal they are willing to let him go if he wants to go. They don't expect too much in return, and they gave up $6 million. That would be the key behind that. I think they will have to keep up with some money if they want to trade him. Pierre Lacroix was the GM of the Avalanche. Yes, sir. I meet him a couple of times. Imagine if Ox Dragon win tonight. I would be 0-3, Bain. Puck recovery behind Fleury with 15 to go at the third period. Dumping the puck behind Samsonov, and the puck go to corner. Olaf try to get the puck outside his zone. Recovery by Washington. Drop the puck between. And Schultz bring the puck inside the right side for Ovechkin. Schultz loses the puck. Chicago's coming down. Kurashev with the puck. Kubelik on the backside. Oh! Save by Samsonov. A save unbelievable with the glove on hand whistle. And we have power play Chicago, the fifth. Look the save with the glove. With the arm or the block. Wow. Wow. Save of the week. Kelly and Eagle got Arizona. Puck went out on the blue line. Washington pick up the puck and dump the puck for the power play. When now they are 1-5. Power play right there. That's a penalty. Blackhawks, yes, flashing. Chicago power play dangerous, Sebastien. Tonight they did. Puck go all the way to John. John to left side to Kane. Kane bring it back to Taze, I believe. I go back to Taze. I'm sorry. Go back to John. John right now drive the puck back. All the way to John. John to DeBrincat. DeBrincat lose the puck right there. DeBrincat lose a stick. Here we go. Washington's coming down at 3 versus 2. Washington's coming deep. Oh! Fleury make a barely the save right there. Puck recovery in front of the net. Wow. Great opportunity for Washington on PK to score a goal. Fleury barely stopped the puck between legs. The puck go behind him, but beside the net. Now, Strom with the puck, drive the puck behind to Dach. Dach to underside, recovery at the blue line by Chicago on the backside. Now on the corner of Samsonov. Dach bring the puck to the blue line. Go shoot the puck. Stop by Samsonov. And the puck go outside the zone by Washington with 30 seconds to go. Stop at the blue line. No chance for Washington. Down the puck. Bad turnover by Washington. Now Chicago set up their power play on the offensive side. Dach is there. And the puck go to underside. Chicago keep the puck all the way. Bring the puck all the way up to Kubelik. Kubelik went out to Dach. Dach to Kubelik. Kubelik on behind the net. At the goal line. Bring to Dach behind the net. Dach back to Strom. Strom in front of the net to Kubelik. The puck go outside the zone with 3 seconds to go. We're going to be 5-5. Where is in our top, Kelly? I don't know. Yes, and Shevnikov. What is the most common injury with goalie groin? Yes. And then we talk about now the hip is start to be a big problem now, but we see they are still holding. Francois. Now Chicago's coming down. Great set by Washington. They are turn around. They are coming behind. Grab the puck to our love. To Fleury make a save. A big one-timer. Great play by Fleury to attack the puck. And that's make a save on the back door. Samsonov make another save. A good upper stick by the Chicago, by the Washington. And the guy the game getting more excited right now. 12:21 to go the third period. 3-2 Chicago shoot of blue line. Samsonov make a save with a glove. It will be that's it. That's all for that one. I don't think a 1-1 trade with Petrie would be the best. He has a very little value right now. Golden should add some asset to try to get some kind of return. It could be that way, Johnny. I would be surprised they get 1-1 with Petrie. on my eyes. But again, the problem with Johnny with them is going to be how much money they keep back, right? If they can clean the salary cap, would be the best thing. But I don't think so. That will happen, obviously. 37 shot. 21, I believe. Petrie plus Drouin. No many teams Zef can get $11 million salary or too much money. Drouin don't go nowhere, guys. Matthews or Ovechkin win a Rocket Richard Trophy. Denis Rodriguez, possible. Honestly, both of them doing well. I think you can put Leon Draisaitl inside that conversation, but you're not wrong completely about that. I believe it could be one of them for sure. Who defense one when you have Fleury. Fleury, excellent. Forest coach. Yes, I know that, but not the problem is that the money, the team have no money to add those kind of players. You know what I mean? Like, if they are not good with Montreal, why another team want them if they are not good and they're increasing their salary cap? That's a problem. That's why you don't have a lot of trade. You know what I mean? You don't hear a major trade or a big trade because the team have no money. Yep, I agree with you about this. One of the best coach in WHL in Portland Winterhawks guy, Mike Johnson. What a coach over there with the Portland Winterhawks. What a great organization. Have a chance to talk to him a lot and learn from him about coaching. If you tell that, Mike Johnson, one of the best human beings you can find as a coach. And you as the fans to the Portland Winterhawks, is a great asset to have Mike Johnson. After he got fired by the Pittsburgh Penguins, he got a job over there. He's still been there for many, many years now. And the Hawks always been a good organization around. The Underbait Bespark and the GM to accept. Can do it. Zep, it was not empty net. Bain. The puck went up at Chicago with 11 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the third period. Carlson bring the puck outside the zone. Chasing the puck, went up, possible to it. Oh, she's coming. Oh, she should the puck. Stopped by the blue defenseman. They hand. Now the puck go all the way outside the zone. And Washington reset that. Oshie missed a break opportunity right now to have a good chance to score. Don't touch the Hawks jersey enough to describe the Hawks have one of the nicest jersey. Zev Lecav. Coaching hockey is an art form. Take intelligence. Coach Pierre knows that. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We are stuck with Drouin. And that's okay, Francois. We have one more year to go with him. And you know what? He have a good season overall. He's 16 point right now in 24 game. That would give him about 60 point in NHL. That's pretty good on my book to have too many years left on their contract. Petrie, Gary, Price. You agree with that one over there about that? Only all three, Price and Getty, have a good money to return or good value market. Not Petrie. The best jersey is the St. Louis Blues. That's a good one. I'm going to leave because of something that I read earlier to good night. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night, Kenda. Talk to you soon. Hawks, the best jersey for the Abzef. We did a contest this summer here at the Hockey National Show for the Power Play Show. And the Chicago and Montreal finished 1 and 2 during that night. Where I believe it was the right choice. Now the puck for behind the net. 10 minutes to go, guys, at the third period. At the end of the game, Remenick can the Washington tie up the game. Now they are coming down to kick out the puck, the blue line. Now shoot the puck. Fleury make a save. Someone hit a Fleury. And Fleury resists at that push from the Washington Capitals. Chasing the puck right now by Jensen. Jensen with the puck. Jensen kick the puck. Kick out the puck. Outside the zone. Kick by behind the net of Fleury. Here we go, coach. For me, it's okay with drawing. Okay, may have a great position if we get. They'll be right there. Francois, at the end of the day, if he continues what he's doing right now, I like what we saw from him after he got, problem last season, everything like that, and people complaining a lot about him and blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, I think he come back stronger, better. Of course, the problem is the kind of player like him is like, if because he don't score a lot of goals, right? So he's more like a pass the puck. But if you don't know sniper can shoot the puck, score. I believe me, Drouin would be a great, perfect player for Pacioretty, right? Because Drouin can set up the play. I believe me, Drouin with Caulfield will be a good setup line over there. I would try to put Poland, Drouin, and Caulfield together. Well, that's the kind of sniper we talk about, Francois. So that's unique, right? Like when he was with Tampa Bay, he was playing with 10, because we don't have those kind of players like this you call about. Francois, a superstar. Jonathan have some value for sure. The problem with him is like his salary cap. Again, that's another problem you get with him. We have a TV timeout, guys. 9 minutes to go at the third period. Still 3-2 Chicago. The Rangers just score. Kako! Oh! Keki Kako! Score. Tie the game 1-1 for the Rangers at that moment. Kako score, guys, 1-1. And the Rangers now, they may be back in the game. We'll see what's happening about that. So 1-1 at the Rangers and the Arizona. I agree with you, Francois. Bergeron was really bad for contract. As fans said, ma prédiction, c'est qu'il va compter. Kako is actually a good player, Kelly. He struggled a little bit. He scored only his 4 goals of the season. He played a little bit better for the last month. Then he played on the second line with Panarin and Strome, I believe. But again, he had a difficult time to reach his full potential. He was a second-round pick. Wow. Chicago almost scored that one. There, Samsonov played a great game, played very well on that play. What I said again is he was a second-round pick. He never been that kind of player yet. Like a little bit more like Nolan Patrick, but would be interesting if he can grow. He's a big guy, guys. And sometimes those big guys take a time. What about Nicklas? Nicklas guy, he did nothing in Dallas. It took him 6 years, 7 years. He's 26 years old now. He flourished this year with Colorado. Une assist goal, like you trade Sergachev for Drouin and you don't put Drouin with a sniper. Yeah. Here we go. Capitals coming down. Back to the site. Last Eller score! Last Eller fall on the ice and he scored on the back end. This is a bad goal. Here we go. And now that brings the chance for the Washington Capitals. Welcome, Mr. Anotap. Everybody looking for you. This puck have some highs from some eyes. Fifth of the night of the season. Wow. Yes. Sébastien, qu'est-ce qui se passe de Perry en ce moment? Comment tu penses qu'il se sent à Montréal? Tu penses qu'il se sent à Montréal? Well, avec les Tampa Bay is doing well right now, but with Montreal, he would not be happy right now because they are not a good team at that moment. So, it would not change a lot what's going on in Montreal, obviously. Philipp finally coming to the non-stop barrage. François, he has got ourselves a game. Yes, sir. No, Diego. Yeah, exactly right. Fleury on that one, he was not good. The puck go through his arm, roll over him, and go behind him. Salut mon Nicolas, merci d'avoir été ce soir. J'espère que tu as bien aimé ta soirée. On se reparle plus tard. Puis on va se reparler de ta game en fin de semaine, mon homme. Cole, il semble Gallin préfère Capo à lefty. Why? Because, first of all, Baba, Capo is the right one. And Lafreniere played on the left. And bigger, stronger. And he protect a little bit Lafreniere at the bottom. Right there at that moment. That's only I can see right now because he's bigger and more experienced also. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de Petry? Ben, malheureusement, je pense qu'il n'y a pas une bonne saison pour l'instant. On va voir comment il va répondre maintenant. Mais pour l'instant, moi, je trouve qu'il n'y a pas une très bonne saison. 2,26 pour le salaire qui gagne. Mais l'équipe, en général, ne va pas trop bien quand même. On va aller pour les shootouts. What's my wild chance against Sabres tomorrow? All good, my friend. 951, don't worry about that. Petry igual pénible. Oshie, 2 assists tonight, guys. 7:03 to go at the third period, guys. 3-3. And now Washington have the puck. Jensen go around the net, around the blue-red line, down the puck all the way. Recovery by long stretch pass as John. Pass to the left side. Miss the net completely. Puck go to underside. 9-5 Buffalo due for a win. Sebastian, they won yesterday against Winnipeg, buddy. 4-2. So, will be interesting how they go to react. I don't think so they have a chance. I think the final score will be 5-2 for Minnesota. Puck go all the way to John. John right now bring the puck behind the net. It's going behind for 2 players, 3 players. Puck recovery by Oshie. Oshie just put the referee out of the ice. And now almost a penalty for Oshie on Taze. And we have the call right there. Wow, the refs tonight are not great. Wow. Power play. They are on the road right now. And Buffalo. Just let it go, Sebastien. I said 6-3 wild, mark that down at 9-5-1. Puck went out by Washington. John went out with the puck. John's coming down. John's coming low. Oh, Mr. Beck. Great. Oh, great opposition for Chicago right there. All around Samsonov. Wow. Est-ce qu'il y a des cas de Fleury chez Fleurs? Oh. Bonne soirée, mon Pierre Martin. Hein, mon Pierre Martin est dans la région. Coach Black Lemont. Yeah, people, how you doing, Pierre? I don't think so for the Flowers on my memory right there. Maybe one of them, but I cannot, I cannot recall it. They have more injuries, but not COVID like other team at that moment. Puck recovery by Renstrom. Strom dropped the puck behind it. Kane's coming down with 1:26 to go on power play. Turn around with great play by Washington. Stop at the seam between Kane, drop the puck at the blue line, and Washington drop the puck all the way. John with the puck. John to the red line. Drop the puck all the way to Patrick Kane. That's pretty bloqué. The puck go behind the net. Behind Strom. Strom rebound to Kane, I believe. Kane drop the puck behind. Taste to Strom. Strom raises the puck to DeBrincat. DeBrincat to Kane. Kane to John. With 54 seconds, DeBrincat went out on the back door to Kane. Kane's coming down, looking. Kane, bring the pack over there. Go to the side. Go all the way up over there. All the way to the blue line. And DeBrincat scored a goal. And Chicago scored a goal 4-3. Wow, great shot for DeBrincat. 30 goal of the night by DeBrincat. By the power play. 16. Puck went out, recovery by Chicago on the side. They're going to be Washington, and now Chicago's coming down at 2 versus 1. Chicago, the puck, shoot the puck. Samson make a save again. Recovery went out by Washington. They're going to get out the zone, and they bring back the puck all the way down on the side. Shoot the puck. Fleury make a big save with a glove. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Shows that, we can get an OT still. They go to the neighborhood. Ben, j'ai hâte de voir si la moitié de la saison va être annulée à cause des nombreuses équipes avec moi et ça. Je pense pas à ce fin. Qu'est-ce qui va arriver? Il va faire peut-être la moitié. Peut-être des semaines, 1 ou 2 semaines qui vont arrêter. Chicago, vous êtes le cave, 7-4-3, all right. TV timeout, guys, with 4 minutes, 27 to go at the third period. (1-1) Rangers versus Arizona right now at 4 minutes, 05 seconds to go. Fini dernier, ça garantit rien. About the 500 shot and the 500 pucks, Blackhawks. Oh, wow. 1-1 in Ottawa, Rangers, yes. Cole, if Ab don't win the lottery draft and pick between 3 and 5, would you trade that pick for Lafreniere if Rangers are willing to do that? No. Not at all. Bye-bye. Chicago cannot lose this game. De victime, ça garantit un top prospect. François, excuse. Moi, coach. Fleury make a save. 26-41. D'accord avec toi, mon François. J'espère qu'ils vont faire jouer les jeunes. Fais ça right now on the left side of Fleury at that moment, guys. Show a beautiful Jose Ox. Puck recovery by Dehan. Dehan bring it back to the left side. Chasing by Washington. 4 minutes to go. Can Washington tie the game at the end? Ovechkin bring the puck in front of the net, but no chance for Washington pick it up. Chicago go down the puck all the way on the defensive side of Chicago. Eller turn around and pick up the puck. They are coming down. Les Eller with the puck, red line. Come to the blue line. Keep the puck for himself. Eller keep up coming around. The puck go all the way to John Carlson. Carlson keeps the puck, go back to Ovechkin, all the way to the D, to Carlson. Carlson bring the back door. Go try to get for Ovechkin. Ovechkin bring the puck in the corner. Eller bring the puck right there, chasing the puck in front of the net. Finally, Chicago drop the puck outside the zone. And we have to recover right now by the defenseman of Washington. He go all around to John Carlson. The puck go back on the left side, go back inside the zone. And the puck stop in the corner at the goal line. The puck go outside the zone by Chicago. First one to get a recovery is Schultz. Tout le monde veut savoir si les gens vont jouer, ce qui est le fun. Ça sent un top prospect. Ouais. Goal Zegras. Oh, yeah, we are already the third goal there. The game is start over there. Wow. Zegras score, guys. 1-0. Anaheim. Ovechkin right there. Anaheim 1 right there. 3 minutes to go, Zeph Le Cave. Yes, sir. I agree with you about that one there. Jersey, the red jersey, Chicago is pretty neat. Now Kane and the puck in the corner of the hash mark. There we go. The puck go outside the zone by Washington, by the Chicago, recovery by Washington. The puck go to the side to Schultz. Schultz ran the puck all around to the side. Stop at the blue line. And the goal recovery right there by Washington. The ball back, shoot the puck, stop at in front of the net. Fleury missed the neck. The puck go to underside behind. She recovered the puck, try to get the puck to the left side. Washington pick up the puck. Orlov going all the way to the blue line. Back to Orlov. Shoot the puck, miss the net. Completely recovered by Schultz. Schultz pick up the puck behind the net to underside. Chasing by Washington. Chicago lob the puck all the way to the neutral zone. The puck will be down. Recovered by Washington. And finally, the puck go outside, and they have to reset. Washington, new players on the ice with 2 minutes to go. Possible we are going to have an empty net very soon. Washington down the puck all the way behind Fleury. Chest went by Washington. Washington all the way up. Recovered by Strom. The hand with the puck. Going to puck all the way to the blue line. The puck go outside the zone. And racing by Carlson. We still have 5 versus 5 at 1:57. Puck to go back to Carlson. Carlson set up. Washington can pick it up. Washington get a goalie. Those shot on goal. I like that shot for sure. Yep. Here we go. Washington. Go back. Wow. Face off right there. Still 1-1 Rangers. These guys at the bottom of the second period. The Ducks lead 1-0. And the Washington and the Chicago lead 4-3 right now. DeBrincat scored his 16th of the season. His second goal on power play tonight. Face off at the neutral zone. At that moment, the puck recovery by Washington. And they all set up. Carlson right now bring the puck to the other side. And they play 6 versus 5. Puck recovery by Washington. Down the puck all the way by Ovechkin. Puck to Chicago. Chicago win the puck all the way down. They have chasing right there. Behind the net, Chicago win the race. Chicago turn around. Finally, the puck go by Washington. They all get out. They are coming down. Washington down the puck behind, chasing right now in front of Murphy. Murphy ran the puck all the way there. Carlson start the puck. Go back to Backstrom. Backstrom to Carlson. Carlson walk in. We have 1 minute to go at the third period. Carlson set up. Carlson to Backstrom. Backstrom set up. Shoot the puck. Fleury make a save, back behind the net to Oshie. Oshie bring the puck all the way up to the blue line at Backstrom. Backstrom set up. Back on the back of the goal line. The goal line watching right now. Oshie for the net. Tips right there. Chicago down the puck all the way down. We're going to have an offside icing at 39 seconds to go at the third period. We have a timeout by Chicago at that moment. They set up their power play. Mark Grafford set up the direction for his player. On the flip side, Washington Capitals set up also their instruction for the 6 versus 5. Come on, Blackhawks. Yes, sir. Chicago, 8 win left for a playoff spot. If we win tonight, it's good to see that. The Hawks are getting closer to 500. They will be 11-15-2. Great calling, coach. Thank you so much, Mr. Pierre Martin. A repeat of the Vancouver game, Adam said. Hat read tonight for. Oh, yeah, that's possible. Could happen about that one over there. The shot of 44 now and 26, guys. Fleury having a great game in front of that. Coach, I found the future Wayne Gretzky. Smart play by the Hawks, the rest of the players. Puck winning went out by Chicago. Chicago have the puck, down the puck all the way down, and they chasing the puck. A good recovery. Bad play by John Carlson. Now Chicago's coming with the puck. Shoot the puck in the side. Puck to Strom. Strom behind the net. And I don't know. The play come back over there. We have just lost the... The puck behind the net right now. Turn around. We have 20 seconds. Washington have one more push to go. Down stretch pass right now. Back to Oshie. Oshie in the corner. Oshie loses his edge. Chicago try the puck in the corner. Chasing the puck near the side. The puck all the way to the blue line. Shoot the puck. Go back to the side. They score! At 3 seconds, they tie the game. 3 seconds, they tie the game. Oh my God. Yes, I agree with you about PLD, about that one over there. Wow, OV. Oh, Joseph, yes. Sherry score, guys. Sherry. Wow. Review the call now. Oh my God. Outside. The goal will be refused. Outside. Good goal. And now Chicago have a power play. Washington have a power play. And the only reason they give a good goal, guy, he controlled the puck to go inside. You can controlling the puck. No power play because it was reviewed by the NHL. So the key behind that is, guys, is if you control the puck, you can come backwards at the blue line. So that's the reason why they let the goal in, or they said the goalie was good. No power play because I think it was goal by the NHL review and not by the Chicago recall. Great game, Adam. Yes. Wow. That's crazy when you think about this. Yep. Yeah, initial review exactly, Zeph. So the last 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or something like that, you have to see that. Blackhawks said that's crazy these days, ref. Let's go, boy. Nick took the caps, but my heart is with the Hawks, Francois. Shouldn't the Ducks. Wow, the Ducks score. Who score? We're going to go on OT. I joined power play in overtime. I did not know whether I roll the body first and control the puck. Mexican move. Yes. OT. It would be interesting if Backstrom scored that goal. Who do you believe is going to score? I think Kane scored for Chicago and Backstrom for Washington. That's my pick. Washington win the face-off. Carlson turn around, keep up with him. Carlson went out, set up. They are coming down. Carlson pass the puck to the right side. They are coming this way, coming around the net and turn around by Heller. Heller bring the puck back to Oshie. Oshie lose the puck almost in front of Jones. Lose the puck all the way down, chasing by Les Heller. Heller turn around and they are coming back all the way there. Les Heller coming down, turn around, come back. Pass on the other side to John Carlson. Carlson keep up at the puck with there. We have Washington ask for two players. Here we go. They are coming down right now. Backstrom. All the way to Orlov. Ovechkin shoot the puck. Fleury make a save. Fleury down the puck with there. And Chicago's coming back. Almost at 1 versus 1. When you play with Ovechkin, it's almost like a 1.5 on the offensive side. The puck go outside the zone. Now Washington's coming down. Oh, now Chicago's coming at 2 versus 1. Jeez, what's going on with the Zim? I missed the ESPN guys. And Jones score. Caleb Jones, the brother of Zev Jones score. Wow. 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 Caleb Jones. Oh, Ovechkin gave the goal, gave the puck. Yep, I agree with you, Johnny, about that. Actually, Oregon did not respond. Yes. Wishing goalie did not respond to rebound. Good for the Hawks. 0-1, but 1-0 for Montreal. Francois, yes. .123 to go at the first period between the Ducks. Wow, what a game. Coach, what happening to the Blackhawks? Good sound in the arena. But usually you use a C rain over there. And I am 2-0. Yes. I will again my pick, Francois. I make soft. Great game, Steve G. Yes, great game for the Chicago tonight. Washington lose, get a point. They came back with 3 seconds at the end of the game, tied the game 4-4. But we have to give this game to Chicago. They well done, they well deserved. Score 5 goals. Again, when you have a guy like DeBrincat, Kane, Taze, he can score a lot of goals, and they did it again tonight. So what do you think about Chicago Ben marketing by Arizona? I'll be interesting about this, Kuivula. I think you have to get at least 3 players in return, a first-round pick, another prospect, and maybe a veteran players. Or you can get 2-round pick, or you can get 1 and 2 and a good prospect. I think Edmonton, I don't know if they will open up to get, example, Andy, do you trade Yamamoto, Bouchard, a first-round pick for Chink Run? I would not do it, but expect 2 or 3 players. Very happy for Chicago. Pierre Martin, d'accord avec toi. I agree with you. Supposedly they want at least 2 first-rounders. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sebastien said Chicago turn around the season. 11-15-2. They do well at home, guys. I think something we did not pay too much attention, but I think in our top set they play very well at home. So you have to give credit for that happening about that. Congratulations for Blackhawks 97. Your team won tonight. Who scored for Chicago in OT? Caleb John, I believe, scored for Supra for the Chicago after Kirby Dach have a shot and hit the pad of Samsonov. Then Ovechkin touched the puck, and the puck goes straight to him. And John said, yes, not Zed John, but his brother, Caleb Jones. In our top, again, your fault. 22-48, it's not me. It is not me. Good game, Joseph. Yes, great game, honestly, to watch between Chicago and the Washington Capitals tonight. By a score 5-4 and OT. Chicago is my favorite team. Super. Hopefully they can bounce back or make the playoff. That division is so hard. Super right now. It'll be hard for them to come back. Yeah, too many good teams on that division. Yeah, Minnesota, Colorado, Nashville, St. Louis, Dallas. Still, I know they lost the 4 game, but that would be a really hard time for them to catch up with the rest of them. Because does the Chicago first round pick go to the Blue Jacket for the Zed John Drake? They already used this first round pick, Bubba. They use Cole Sillinger on that trade in return. I don't know, Sebastien. I'm not there. I'm not going to talk about this. Disappoint Mini. Carolina did not happen last night. That's won my Stanley Cup for the money. Pierre Martin, why not start the game? Why not start the game? Block him. I don't block. Like I said, I just let it go right now. That's the best way to do it. You and Chris, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Do you think they will trade Fleury? Possible. They will. Depends what they look like. They still have a couple of months. After this December, January, February, and then after that, the trade deadline is March 21st. Many things could happen about that one over there. But what we see, it could. I would not be surprised. One or the 2 teams with Colorado or Edmonton rushing for Fleury. That would be something maybe they will do, and they will let him go. Fleury for a good return, yes. You're going to get a solid first-round pick every time that. I think Chicago knows I don't see if Chicago is going to sign him back. he's going to be a UFA next season. But would be interesting what they're going to do with him. He's still carrying on $7.5 million. So, oh yeah, Pierre. Francois, I will not trade Askarov because anyway, it would take him about 3 years, maybe 4 years before he become a number one. Um, you're welcome from Philippine, Chris. Thanks to join us tonight. Um, I look forward to see you next time. Because Francois Saros at that time and 4 years going to be older. So because it take time, Francois to as a goaltender, you can see Carter Hart, you can see Spencer Knight, and Askarov. For what we saw last year on the junior, he was not ready yet for NHL, and I can wait to see him. He's really he's not square, or he's square, but he's really moving the everywhere. He's really unbalanced, everything like that. So his biggest enemy is himself. So Askarov will have to wait for until next what we look like as a junior. But I will not trade Zaros and Askarov at that moment. Yeah, for real. But let me know about him. Askarov a problem due to growth. Yes, that's the one there. He playing KHL now. Again, right now Nashville don't need him. You have Zaros. Are you still going? Yes. Through Fleury for the win is always cool with me. And New Jersey got John Gillis for the St. Louis today. Yes, guess they want a veteran backup goalie. He played for Utica last season. Yes, of course, the problem, Joseph, is because right now I don't expect Jonathan Bernier around the team from weeks, maybe months. You have a lower problem right now, a lower back problem. Joseph with Jonathan Bernier. That's what we heard about him. So it would be interesting what he's going to do. What he's going to do. The situation over there. But this is only for urgency because they lost Scott Wedgwood to the Arizona. I think Chris at that moment, Derek King does a great job for them. I think they will keep him from interim to. They will announce it as an interim as the full time coach at the end of the year. I will not be surprised. Not a problem, Pierre. We have right now 20 minute third period for the. What a game tonight, guys. 5-4. We have right now set up the third period between New York Rangers. Okay, so who is playing? And I'm Cielo. Don't go nowhere, guys. I forgot to turn on my TV for the game. The game is on TNT, so I can watch both games at the same time. So I will be back in 30 seconds. Um, Last question: who should the Blackhawks trade for the pair with Zell Jones next year? Will be interesting. That's what they're missing a lot, Chris, about the defensemen right there. They have Jones, and then they have Murphy, McCabe. Then they're going to get to go Dehan. I believe it'll be his last year, his contract. It will be interesting. You have couple of UFA, but I think there will be like, if I was them, I was looking for Lindholm from Anaheim Ducks. He become a UFA. They need like a number two. And that's what they have to do to figure out with that one over there. So it'll be interesting what kind the UFA. But Lindholm, I would be the one over there. I think Claimbury would be too expensive for them. So they have to find a second defenseman over there. Why the hell the Hawks went for John is another question. He's doing well right now, Francois. He have 27 points. He dominate. He dominate for the most point by in the Hawks at that moment. So good night, Zachariah. Wow, long time ago. You're welcome, Chris. Did you see this one? I'm not sure if I see. Did you see this today? If you said today, I was not too much on Twitter today. Have a good one, Zachariah. And then about it cost them a lot. And the long term, it will maybe cost them. But right now, he play very well with them. The money is worth it at that moment. It's just at the end of the contract, but he's not going to be the first one at the end of the contract. Honestly, he's impressive. He played almost 30 minutes. He could become the Petrangelo, I believe, in NHL. If he can add a little bit more goal. But honestly, he played a good role. For me, at that moment, he's maybe the top 5 with top 8 defensemen this year. Coach Ovi is the leader in the point. He have 46 points. They have 3 points tonight, maybe. But sure, he's on the wrist shot. Is so quick and powerful. Yes, Adam. It's always been that. He's not a snapper. He's not a shoot like a slap shot. He use always a wrist shot. A little bit like Ren O'Reilly, but he's better sniper for sure. Pretty cool to see Henrik Lundqvist and Eric Lundqvist and the TNT with Rick Tocchet. I'm still wondering if Tocchet would be the next Flyers. Until they win right now, I don't think so. I think Flyers at that moment, they will maybe waiting. They will maybe wait until the end of the season. I think the Flyers guys, they're going to maybe make more sell if the team does not turn around. I will not be surprised. So they are right now evaluate everything, but that's what I think will happen. Now, Arizona attacking a lot right now. Exactly, Adam. Patch is not a good player, so sorry. Coach Gitar, bonne nuit, enjoy the pool tomorrow. Merci, mon Sébastien. On s'en parle demain. Did you hear about the woman who went fishing with 3 fishermen? Not at all. Pierre, did you have the players around him in Montreal that he does in Vegas? With a big red snapper. Yeah, he did not have the players around him in Montreal. For me, Patrick has always been a great hockey player in my book because the way he play, Patrick have what? 5 seasons of 30 goals. So, if you check right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons, guys, the 30 goal a plus, and 48 games have 24 goals. That'll give him another one. And right now we have 12 goals in 11 games, guys. So that is a good one for me. Patrice is that slot location like OV all the time. Adam, coach, I agree. McDavid is the best player, but the get Matthews out of the score is out of the neutral him than McDavid. Um, yeah, it's two different players, right? So Matthews is not, it's a little bit like like I said, it's more like Ovechkin, and then you have McDavid more like a Crosby. He was excellent player a year ago. Anyone good show? Good. Good night, everyone. Aceman, dude, always a pleasure, buddy. Have a good night. 14 minutes to go. 1-1 Rangers. Another bad execution. On my book, Stephenson is the top 10 in the night NHL right now. See you, is dude. Good night. Good night, is dude. Coach Arizona have the most horrible jersey in NHL. I agree. I never liked them. Especially we look at him play and you wonder, is a goal, Francois? Yes. Face off on the left side of Arizona. On the right side, I'm sorry. Now Arizona still hanging there, guys, with 40 minutes to go. And Rangers try to get a puck. Oh, a little bit too far for the Rangers. Edmonton has the worst jersey home. While the Navy one is terrible. The orange, I like it. The white too, but the orange, oh my, the Navy one with the jersey and with the number orange, that's terrible. I really like the Shidil for the Rangers. I think he have a lot of good, uh, good skill. Arizona's coming down. If you look about Arizona, they play a system really, really simple. They're always in movement. They always carry on the puck, and they're always pushing. Where do you see OV is in the five best player in the league? Ronnie? Um, you have to right now. He's a number one scorer right now. On point, and what is maybe top three on the most goal this season. You have to consider him at top five. I think you have to add Matthews. You have to add Tresolo, McDavid. Baba said, yes, the Rangers have difficult time. Yeah, 3 games now. 0 Nashville, 2 Colorado, 1 right now. About that. This tonight a bit understanding is a back-to-back game. But you can see the execution is not there. I only watched the first third period right now. In the first 7 minutes, I see bad execution for many players. The pass is behind the guy. It's not tape to tape. They are not carrying they're not on the speed. They play more on the a lot of, I don't know, the fatigue right now, but you can see it's not like really a machine, very oil right now, really good. Since 96, Crazy play at 200 and thinking of the building another move them already. Yes. They play at the beginning at the American Airlines downtown. After that, they move at the Glendale rink. Ray have a tough fight last night, Adam. Yes, again, oh my God. Some Rangers get the next goal. Steve G said. Giordano, 2 minutes for holding. And I'm on power play. beginning of second period. 12:46 to go. Zibanejad bring the puck all the way to the blue line. Keep the puck right inside. Arizona try to get the puck outside the zone. And you have to give credit for Arizona, guys. They're still hanging there and they're working hard. Yeah, no talent there, not much talent, but they're still working hard. That's the key in hockey, working hard. And you see the turnover right now by the Rangers. That's what I'm talking about. They are not executed very well. Now Grader and the puck and behind to Kako. Kako ran out the corner. Kako turn around to Zibanejad, leave the puck all the way, pinched by the defenseman. Mutation defenseman at the blue line. Finally, Arizona put the puck outside the zone. They're going to dump the puck behind Kincaid. And the puck go all the way up to Grader. Grader dropped the puck all the way to the board. All the way there. 2-0 Adam Tux. Okay, the player have the most impact to me is Crosby because since he came back, they are 3 team with most wins since he came back. Yeah. He did not start right away, right? He had a difficult time the first 5 games, I believe. Since that, that team is looking better. I believe for me, for Pittsburgh, of course, he make an impact. He make the better player around him. But you have to give credit to Jake Guenzel this season. Right now, have an amazing, great season for them. But I understand Crosby making someone. Arizona in the back door. And they score. Keller score. Miller was behind the net. Jeez. No, Brazil back and I'm score, by the way. Brazil back in Laval, Pierre. Maybe hurt over there. Coach, who do you think have a better career, Malkin or Kopitar? Oh, Malkin. Terry scored a goal. Wow, 10:47 to go. When you watch that Anaheim play, guys, you know what they looking to me? They have fun. They enjoy. They have a good time together. That's what they look at me. You can see Terry score, but look at the reaction from the bench. They are all screaming, and that's the fun they have behind right now. The Anaheim Ducks. Can the Rangers tie the game? What would the basement team beating the top team like Kane, Rangers, Panthers? I know it's crazy, right? The only team cannot win is Montreal. I don't think Brazil would be up at right if they can. I know he's 30 years old, don't go nowhere. He's a good veteran for the Laval Rocket. He know his role. He's paid very well by the team, and he will not go nowhere. And he live there. And that's good for Montreal Laval to have a guy like him. So I believe that's the reason. Maybe we could get Torini if they get dumb enough to him. That's a good job with what he have in the roster. Yeah, he signed a contract 3 years over there, so I don't think so. They will remove him right away. You're welcome, Pierre. The way Coyotes works, guys, unbelievable. 8:35 to go. Adam, I know, right? It's because the second game, right, back to back, and they take Arizona take advantage of that. Well, good opportunity right now for Lafreniere, I believe. Oh, Arizona more score. Exactly, Francois. His system doing very well over there. Maybe Montreal should look at his system. I thought the game between Seattle and Anaheim would be lower, under. Um, I never thought. I thought, yeah, Washington Capitals. I thought it would be over. And this this was not sure about this game, but still 2-1 will be under. Arizona shoot a puck, stop at the blue line. Recovery went out by the defenseman, go bring behind the net. The first couple of years of Vegas, England was the leader in the ice in the locker room. Yeah, and Galen was great for them. He played, we talked about the IHL last night, but he played for that team at that time. Montreal a solid core, earth, but nothing carry in there. Yep. 6:53 to go. Saturday, guy, Florida play in Minnesota. That's not going to be easy. Will Ottawa beat Tampa 8-2 tomorrow? No. Next year, Price get a Stanley Cup. Why not? I don't know. Not with Montreal. I wouldn't be surprised he get trade because his salary is very low. He become UFA at the end. At the end, I would be sure he would be trade. I believe at the trade deadline. Now he have a clause inside his contract. Maybe he wants to stay here. Who knows what he wants? But I wouldn't be surprised. Are Kako and Lafreniere going to leave up their potential someday? Are you welcome, Kelly? Very kind of you to say that. Thanks, Kelly. Um, that's a great question, Johnny. And I always tell me until they don't reach 23, 24, you have to wait. You have to be patient. Some players develop a little bit longer. I think Kako will reach 20 goals per year, a little bit maybe older. And then Lafreniere, a little bit surprised me. Lafreniere at 13 minutes per game, 14 minutes most of the time and less. It's hard for him to show what he look like. And he's just be patient with them. But he's learning the right way. He's learning about the things of the game, and I think for be patient. Now, as a first round pick, you expect them to get 60 points, 70 points, 80 points. But it's rare. You can look about Jack Hughes, right? You can check about those kind of players. Take time to get this way over there, which would make a big save. Victor Rask, no, but I think they will have that moment. I believe for me, Lafreniere will have more potential, have a better career at the end. But time will tell us. Now Rangers attacking right now. Adam Fox bring it back on the top. Grader bring the back door. Losing by Zibanejad. To Fox. To Zibanejad. He score. 2-2. Cole, do you think the Rangers miss Igor's just yes sir, Baba? This is simple, Baba, and it's happened about the best goaltender guys when they are hurt or anything like that. It's very different. The team does not play the same way. They know when they have a good Chesterkin, they take a little bit chance. They change their game. One is Georgiev or Kane tonight. They're more defensive. They don't apply the same way. When they have Chesterkin, same thing with Carey Price, guys. They know Carey Price maybe make some save what nobody can do, and they can take that chance over there. And that's the reason I said they will miss Chesterkin at long term. At short term, you can get that goaltender, bing, bing, bang. But at long term, not sure. 11 game tomorrow, another long day for me. And yes, can the Rangers find a way to win that game? Zibanejad 4 is another goal for me. That's good for my fantasy hockey tonight. I know I am, right? I guess Uganda is not happy. Yeah, I'm sure he's not. No. Eagle Eagle Frank Sport did it also with you. Chicago guys, you have only two people. Eagle Frank Sport and Steve G took Chicago tonight. The New York Rangers have only Kelly and Eagle Frank Sport took Arizona. And nobody took Seattle tonight. So that's what happened. 3-0 Pierre, yes. Which should be used to get scored by the Rangers. Yes. My prediction all round. I picked Fleury and Sprung to score. Kelly, that's a good choice. What a goal to Daniel Sprung tonight, by the way. Fleury winning his 501 W. We are the halfway of the game between Anaheim, Seattle, 3-0 Anaheim. 2-2 with 5 minutes to go remaining at the third period between Arizona and Rangers. Arizona's coming down. Kessel lose the pipe by Fox. Watching the game made me understand how behind we are and confident we will end up in the bottom. That's what The game again, Arizona will be a really important game for Montreal. We said this at the beginning of the year. The game again, Carolina, again, Arizona will be very important. And right now, guys, Arizona does not play with Jeff Chingron. Chingron, just give you an idea. Wow. Did you see the pass on the like he just hit the double at him one? Absolutely right about that, Indy. 3:30 to go regular time remaining. Check run. The puck go back to the stick broken. Now Arizona's coming down. Wow, too many men on the ice. Too many men on the ice. I have no clue. I thought he think they broke the stick on the release. But that's the point, and I don't. You're not wrong. I think the ref called it as a really spark shooting, but for me, I'm curious. I would love to see it again because they got broken by the guys coming from behind. So I would love to see where the stick touched his stick. But the only reason I believe he have no penalties because he was shooting and when he broke at the same time. No, it was not a penalty. All right. Coach, when Fleury pass Roy for the most, when do you think Fleury is better que Roy or does Roy will consider him best? I think they will keep Roy number two, I believe. Oh, the Rangers missed a chance right there. Gooder will get the game winning goal again. Watch. He find a way to score those big goals right now, Greater. I don't know. I would think I would go with Strom. He hit the stick right below the glove. All right. Kako score. Capo, Kako. Capo, Kako. Kako, 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 score. Wow. I think Kaku he heard us talking about his potential. See his stick on the ice, that's what you teach the kid. Always leave your stick in front of it. Okay, Greta have assist. Damn yuck, Francois. Wow. That's pretty easy. Yeah. One 24. Coach, how much do you weigh is KK at? You know, that's the biggest question around at $6.1 million per year. That's a lot of money, honestly. But they expect in the future. So the fans then they feel like that's okay. But I think the problem with that one over there is for me, Adam, is at the end of the season, I don't know, at the trade deadline, they want to add players, whatever the players, they are limited by the salary cap. That's the problem for me. And that's the problem they're going to pay. It will be hard for them to, to adjust the way they spend that money for KK. So now, flip side, KK play well on the playoff. 20 seconds to go, guys. I'm sorry I did not look at you when I so I'm watching the game. 7 seconds. Kessel missed the net. Uh, Kirby don't have more goal this season because all the abs play on the four line. But it's not about the abs, Andy. It's about what he is value for Carolina. For Carolina, they feel like him at 6.1 billion is well deserved, and they feel for him to be a four line and to play 10 minutes, 11 minutes, it's worth it. So that's the Carolina decision about that one over there. So for me, if they fail to pay a players at that level, play the four line at $6.1 million, if they are happy about that, for me, I don't have no problem with that part over there. It's just to recognize that money they can use it to another way to make that team better. But they are the only one they knows. And Ottawa showed their young potential last night, and they are going to be good in a couple of yes, Adam. Honestly, they will. They're missing Backstrom. They're missing Jake Sanderson. Jake Sanderson guy will be a top 10 defenseman in NHL in the future. Anything would love to have Kessel, Adam, yes. The contender of the playoff, I think they should have Kessel. KK won't get 6 million next season, no. But that year, indeed, it could be the year they could win the Stanley Cup. That's what I see that. Because he could be missing a couple of players after that, after a year. The good news about this, Andy, is, guys, Carolina have 10 players this. Kessel fight. Kessel is fighting, guys. Kessel is fighting. Can K win the game again? Puts in, welcome aboard. Seattle just score, guy. The Star Wars stuff. All those. Is this? No, but I'm not sure. I think in our tap took 3-1 and I took 4-2. Yeah, I have 4-2 like many of you guys. Anaheim says 3-1. Eagle at 4-1. AK 4-2. You have 4-2. Looks like I have not many. I think I took 5-1, Adam. Yeah, you did. Adam, you're 1-1 so far. And you took Anaheim, so you're going to finish. Many people will be 2-1 tonight, tomorrow. Boo Ranger Joseph, well, I'm glad I went up 2-1 tonight. It was not looking good at the beginning, and I guess I will have to lose next game to keep peace, Johnny. Yes, I do not know how Vegas will do again the Devils tomorrow, Adam. I think they'll be fine. I'm offended on by the Rangers. Chicago was the spoiler tonight. I agree with you, Francois. Gotta get to my beauty rest. Good night, Fox. Merci, Coach. Pierre Martin, no problem. And the yacht almost made it. Yes. If Kessler get traded to the Oilers, I will stop sharing for the Oilers. Andy? I don't think so. It would trade over there. Good night, Kelly. I think everybody, we're going to go night also, everybody. I think it's late and I have to do, it's a long day tomorrow, 11 game, Montreal Canadiens, pre-game video, everything on that. I have a lot of work to do. So I want to thank each one of you guys to join us tonight for the Hockey Nation Live Show, another live stream play-by-play. It was great to do that tonight. It was good watching the Chicago-Washington. It's fun to do other game. And I look forward to see you tomorrow. We'll be back at 12 o'clock for the morning skate show, guys. We'll be back at that moment. And, of course, before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing, guys. You know this.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you so much, everybody. We wish you an amazing, great evening, everybody. Sleep well. I look forward to see you Thursday. Until then, we wish you be well and be healthy. An amazing, great night, everybody. Thank you so much, Baba. Thank you, Mr. François Pitre. Mr. 951, always a pleasure. Mr. Poutine, have a great night. We miss you tonight. We'll see you next time. Mr. Joseph, Johnny Golden, Andy Koivula. Have an amazing, great night. François Pitt, always a pleasure. Adam Berger, always great, buddy. and you can text me for the next game. I'm getting immortal going to the bad. I'm spending my year cheering for the Rangers. Listen, I love it. I love the Rangers anyway.
Touch of that reality, the one another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be.
The game is over. Yep.
What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided.